Now we have the money to do our helicopters for the first time. I think all of my controls set up. We might have to mess with the controls a little bit when we get into it. Because I haven't really done the helicopters yet, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm using my car pedals as my rudders, or in this case for my my stabilizer. I don't know what you call that. I don't know all the parts of a helicopter, to be honest. We're gonna figure this out. All right, let's do it. Let's go fly our first helicopter, or learn about our first helicopter, I guess. Sparx use hood cotter pins to mount to the rig. Works great. Oh, that would be good. Actually, I bet that would be perfect. All right, chat, let's learn how a helicopter works so that we can crash one into the ground at full speed. This game doesn't have like explosions and visual damage, right? You just gotta run into the ground. It's fine. You need to get on TMP. They just added coaches. What? Oh, TMP added coaches. Hold on. Is there coaches in Euro Truck now? Or no? Truckers MP is different. They can add it separately from the main game. I'm curious as to when that's actually coming out, though. That'd be cool if it was on TMP early, though. All right.
Rotorcraft journey and our first helicopter lesson. My name is Paul Martin, and I will be your flight instructor.
Where are we?
I must say, it is a very beautiful time of the year to begin your helicopter trainings at Grenoble.
I mean, I hope so. I can't fly this in the wind. Wow, what a goofy little machine, dude. It's like it's smaller than a car.
You already know how the flight control surfaces of airplanes work, right?
I do, yes.
How a helicopter turns without ailerons and speeds up without elevator?
Not really, no.
Here, look at the Cabry's main rotor. This is our main control surface. By tilting the main rotor disc forward,
supposed to be bendy,
left, or right, we can change the direction of the thrust vector and move the helicopter in a chosen direction.
Yeah, that sounds good. Those look a little flimsy here, Chief.
Advance in a clockwise
That'll be fine. He looks confident.
What do you think we need a tail rotor for? Walk closer and look at it. By changing the tail rotor's thrust, we can control the direction that the nose of the helicopter points. The Cabry G2 utilizes a fenestrant type.
Don't put your hands in there.
It differs from
stay away from that. Stay away from that.
Integrally housed within the tail boom.
Okay.
Now,
sounds good to me.
Let's continue our training inside the cockpit.
Let's do it.
And buckle up.
Oh. There we go.
Welcome aboard.
He said buckle up, chat.
That you're sitting on the right side. Unlike in airplanes, pilots typically sit on the right seat in helicopters. Now, let's make you familiar with the Cabry.
Gotta be safe. He said buckle up.
Look here. This is what we call the collective lever, or simply collective. We use collective to climb or descend, or in other words, to control our vertical speed.
Okay.
Try raising it up and lowering it down. Make sure to leave it in the most downward position. Here's what we call the cyclic stick, or just cyclic.
Looks good.
It looks similar to the airplane's stick, doesn't it? And behaves very similarly, too, at least in a forward flight.
Will I go blind if I play with this?
Right inputs cause the helicopter to roll into a turn, and forward and back inputs
that's
change the
good.
pitch attitude. Try moving it left and right, forward and aft.
Left, right, forward.
On the top of the
assuming aft is backwards. Crash Prime Duty, thank you for the 120 Street Freak, dude.
The Cabry uses a dual-axis electric trim, allowing you to completely release static forces in flight, both longitudinal and lateral. Try pushing the knob left and right, forward and aft.
Left, right, forward. I feel like... Oh! I must have done it.
And finally, the anti-torque pedals. Located
it's making a noise.
As the rudder pedals in an
we must be
airplane.
doing it.
They serve
Okay.
a similar purpose, controlling the direction that the nose of the aircraft points. In a hover flight, they help you to control yaw and heading. But in
My back feeling better?
They
No.
serve the same purpose as in airplanes,
But we'll be
adjusting
fine.
the side slip angle. Try pushing the left and right pedals one after the other, and look at them in the process.
Like how they creak. That's not reassuring at all.
Sounds
Okay,
pretty easy
looks
so
good.
far, isn't it? Let's have a look at the instrument panel. I am sure you've already spotted what we call the six-pack. 6 primary instruments all airplanes also have.
Okay,
Look at the
I don't know what that
altimeter,
means.
For instance, as you see, the ground elevation here is around 720 feet. An interesting fact related to altitudes. In forward flight, a helicopter can fly much higher than when it's hovering. After our hovering training, you will understand why it's like that.
Wait, it can fly higher in forward flight than hovering? Can helicopters not hover high up? Okay, hold on. He said he's going to explain it.
That the indications start from 20 knots. The caution range lasts up to 45 knots, and you should never exceed 130 knots airspeed. Why should we be cautious when flying slow? I will show why in our next training.
Don't look at me.
Would you please look at the
You're in charge,
vertical
buddy.
indicator? It is very important to monitor VSI, especially on descent. If you descend faster than 300 feet per minute at low airspeed, you may settle your helicopter into its own downwash. This is called a vortex ring state, and it is an emergency situation you will eventually learn to deal with.
Okay,
But for now,
don't want that to
simply get used
happen.
monitoring your VSI, just like you monitor altitude, airspeed, and engine parameters. Another thing to remember while flying is to keep the fuselage in the correct streamline position. For that, we monitor the turn coordinator ball, just like we do in airplanes. Or the more sensitive.
Oh shoot, I missed what he was talking about.
String,
Okay,
just like
that's
we do in
fine.
gliders.
Oh, no, right there.
The ball.
Holy,
and the
that's
string
tiny.
should be kept in the center. We won't use other classic instruments much in our trainings because we will mostly fly by visual references. However, you do need to know about the EPM, which stands for Electronic Pilot Monitor. Let's start the engine and avionics to see it running.
Chad, are you guys remembering all of this? All right, let's fire her up. Sound can't be good. It's so screechy.
Now you see the electronic pilot monitor running.
We don't have to. It's you who's talking to us. Oh, but you guys do something here.
LCD screen, as well as the in-flight fuel management. The thing we're most interested in is the
makes
smart
sense.
power indicator. Have a closer look at it. It is called the MLI, which stands for Multiple Limit Indicator. It is a special feature of the Cabri G2.
Oh, I don't want to pull that.
Shows the available performance and limits at a glance. We will refer to the power indications a lot in our trainings. Okay, enough talking. Time to get up in the air and fly. In our next training, you will have your first taste of piloting.
Oh, thank God. I was like, we're not ready to do this. I don't know what's going on, but all right. I don't remember most of that. We're gonna learn as we go. We are talking so we can listen. Okay. Well, I am listening. Look, 100%. I paid enough attention to get 100%. That's the last one we'll ever get 100% on. Have you learned how to fly anything else yet, or is this your first thing? I know how to fly a plane now because I had to learn to get to this point. So I'm not good with the plane. I was gonna say I'm actually not bad with an airplane. That's not true. I'm not good. It hits the ground really hard when I try and land it. It's very shaky when I fly it. Whoa, hello.
The Grezavon Valley in the French Alps.
Holy, okay. Says our instructor has full control of the helicopter. Jesus, dude.
See the Belladon mountain range. And on your right hand side there are the Chartreuse Mountains.
Oh, I'd be pooping my pants right now.
On the count of 3, I will give you control of the helicopter.
Okay.
Prepare to slightly push cyclic forward to maintain the correct attitude.
That's the stick.
3, 2, 1. It's yours now.
Okay.
Cyclic. Keep the helicopter in a straight and level flight along the Isar River you can see below. I will take care of the collective control and maintaining the altitude.
Take my hand
so
off
you can
that.
Focus on our speed and ground track.
Okay.
Reach cruise speed of 80 knots. Push the cyclic to speed up, or pull the cyclic to slow
Which
down.
was my speed? Oh, I'm going 80 knots.
80
Oh,
knots through all maneuvers.
okay. So we just keep it with the right amount of tilt, and we're good.
To maintain
Why are we
the
like
same speed,
tilting to the left
try to
though?
remember the position of the horizon line and maintain it visually in the same place. That will make sure you are flying with the same speed.
Okay, that makes sense. Can I play War Thunder with a farm stake? Yes. I'll explain that later, actually. Okay, we're doing good.
Flying straight until the river begins curving to the right.
Going a little fast. Slow down just a touch. Have I seen the new mods today? New mods for what? For this? This is like my third time playing this game, dude.
Cyclic deflected to maintain the same attitude. After you found a proper cyclic position, Use the cyclic's trim to release static forces.
Oh, yeah. So I think we do like that.
Feels better now, right?
Oh, that's on me. That's on me. That was me trimming badly. Okay, the trim on that is, well, it's backwards for what I think it should be, but we're going too fast. We gotta slow it down. Hold on. Go down to 80. Okay. Okay. Trim up a little bit. There. Okay. It's good. We trimmed it good. It's kind of like a plane, but a little bit backwards. Oops, can't touch those. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I had access to those. Everything's so shaky. Sparx, what do you say to a cow in the middle of the road? Is this a move joke? Shoot, am I going too fast? I'm going too fast. That's all right. Let's pull it back a little. There's new mods for Farming Sim. There's new mods every week, isn't there? I don't like test every single new mod in Farming Sim. I just play the game. Okay. Okay, we're doing good. Keeping it at 80. I don't think we're gonna get a very high score on this because we did kind of like
Let's try some turns now. You see the river
mess it up a little bit. Okay.
Try to fly above the river and turn right together with its curve.
Okay, we use the pedals a little bit. That feels good. That feels natural. Going really fast though, so we gotta pull back a little bit. This thing goes fast so quickly. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay.
Now make a sharp left turn following the river line. But this time try to make the turn coordinated. Don't forget to use pedals to avoid any slip and skid, just like in airplanes.
Okay. We'll let go of the right pedal a little bit. Ease back into the right pedal. There we go. I don't know why the whole thing is pulling back, but
pressure on the controls you need to control a helicopter. Let's do something you never do in airplanes. Let's bring our airspeed to 0 knots. Gently pull the cyclic back until you reach 0 knots.
okay, hovering for the first time. 40 knots. Oh, how do you know when you're at 0 though? Because the thing doesn't go that low. Reach 0 knots. I guess just visually. Look out the window, I guess. There we go.
This is called hovering out of ground effect. Feels interesting for airplane pilots, doesn't it? Keep the cyclic back to maintain 0 knots airspeed. Now, try to use your trim to move the neutral position of your cyclic. You can trim the helicopter when you hover, when you climb.
That's
when you're
0 or
cruise.
oh.
This releases the forces on the stick and
Okay.
lets you better feel the control.
I need a button for that.
Nice. But just when you
Hold on, I just need to set up a button to release the trim because I don't think I've got one. This one, TQ. Oh, I think I called this TCS. It's TQS. Control trimming surfaces and rotor trim reset. Let's do push that button. That seems good. All right.
thought flying helicopters is all easy.
That's a cheap binding? What do you mean that's a cheap binding? Resetting the trim?
Since we slowed down, the
Helicopters don't have a way to reset their trim. Sure they do. Look, a little light turns on.
Helicopters' rotating tendencies anymore.
Oh, maybe I'm doing
So I keep
something
pushing
else.
the right pedal and adjusting our cyclic a little to
Oh, I think
stabilize
I've
the
double
flight.
bound.
Let me show you what happens.
Because
when
that
I
also
stop
turns a
helping.
light on over here. Hold on. Oh! All right. All right.
Okay, I'm assisting you again. Don't let these rotating tendencies scare you. It is a fun challenge, and you will master it in no time during our next trainings.
I think it'd be fun in a game. I think that'd be terrified in real life, dude.
Correct speed would do you good. I would even recommend reviewing your old airplane trainings related to attitude and turns.
I know how to do all that. That I got figured out. Okay. I got to figure out what that double binding is. It like turns on, it says GOV, governor maybe? Maybe like a speed governor? I don't know. Yeah, we butchered those turns, unfortunately. 53% is rough. Is that actually a cheap binding, Snape? I feel like that's actually something a helicopter could do, is reset its trim. What do you do if you've messed up your trim? Oh God. Okay, time to learn the other stick. Collective. When I tried to play this on the controller, I kept spinning. This game is almost impossible on a controller. I think you have to, like, there's an assist for that. There's an assist to offset that trim. Because on a controller, you can only do all or nothing for controlling the tail rotor, right? So, unless it's on a stick, I don't know. But I know that from DCS is that you have to like constantly offset. You have to constantly offset that rotation. Okay, I'm just gonna remove that binding. So, I mean that's probably in. It's the governor button, so probably in power management, I guess. We'll just see. See if anything's bound. Propeller, throttle. Not in there. Collective. Rotor clutch. Okay. Oh, so it's not in there. Oh man, where? Search by input. That's smart. Oh, scan cancel. Search by input. Press this. Rotor trim reset. Toggle engine governor switch. So we're gonna get rid of that. That's a dude. Every simulator ever needs that feature. That is smart.
Okay. It's not as easy as it sounds. In fact, hovering a helicopter is challenging. A bit like trying to pat your head and rub your stomach at the same time. A helicopter has 3 highly sensitive controls, but at first I will be giving you only one control at time to handle. Your first control to master will be the collective lever. Remember, it is located on the left side.
We haven't used this one yet. It wasn't part of the last training. You need to trim manually to sort it or die. The Gov is a system that adjusts engine power to keep the rotor at a steady speed. Okay, I don't know how often I'm going to use that, but I'm guessing I don't need it very often.
Controls your height above the ground. We will use it to take off to a hover. When you raise the collective control, the pitch angles of the main rotor blades increase. This increases lift.
Makes sense. Oh.
And the helicopter climbs. When you lower the
I mean, I can still manually trim. Are you sure there's no trim release button in a helicopter?
What we'll need today is the EPM, which stands for electronic pilot monitor.
That seems like it'd be really helpful to have. What does that button on the stick do then? What is this? Palm frequency swap. That's trim. This lesson was the worst? Oh God, was it? Okay. Yes, you can press all those buttons manually with the mouse. No trim reset sounds the same. That's what I'm thinking. Hold on. What is this? Gimbal Cabri? Gimbal Cabri trim reset. Are these the kind of things you could Google? Press and hold the force trim release FTR button on the cyclic. On the cyclic? Oh yeah, neutralize the physical stick to relieve any control pressures and release the button. So in the Cabri G2, you press and hold the FTR, which is this button right here, I think. Trim lateral longitude. Oh, maybe not. But it said like this is for the real thing, not for the game. I guess you could just press and hold this. Oh. Oh God. Press and hold. We're gonna go ahead and reset that manually. Okay, I don't know. Not important. Maybe some helicopters can do it, some can't. This one has, it says it's got an electronic trim control. So unlike like a Cessna 172 where you have that wheel that you'd have to roll back. This was all electronic. So like a reset would make sense. Oh shoot, what was I supposed to look at? Oh.
You can read more about that subject in the briefing notes.
Yeah, that seems really important.
Time to fly. Before taking
Thanks, Techno. I appreciate that.
Always check that all gauges are green and that we have enough fuel.
Trim reset in the sim basically a help me get level. Oh, I see. It doesn't just drop all of the trim. Oh, that's stupid.
Now look left and right to make sure we don't have people or vehicles approaching.
Just you, buddy. That's it.
Clear to go. You have collective control now. Slowly raise it to the point where we become light on skids.
This is a bad idea.
This will be around 65% of available power. Be careful.
65%.
First, you won't see any reaction to your movement, but power will catch up soon.
Oh. Are we just like drifting on the skids right now? We can tilt up. That's awesome. Okay, 65% power. Okay, that's good. George, I think you're at 3 streak. I thought I was at 65. Oh, no, we go a little more. 65.
Now, move the collective just a little more to get to 2 feet altitude hover. And don't mind us moving laterally. Today I will take care of that.
Okay. Reach 2 feet. That feels like about 2 feet. It is.
There you are. Keep hovering at 2 feet now. You see,
since
you're hovering so low, the altimeter will be not useful. Judge your altitude just by looking outside. 2 feet is approximately 1/3 of the length of the Cabri skid.
I can't see my skids, but that sounds like good advice.
The main trick of the hovering challenge is to move the controls as gently as possible. When you find a proper collective position, you don't need to keep adjusting it, given that we are not moving and there is no wind like today.
Okay. Is this the career flight school? Yes.
Memorize how 2 feet of altitude looks. Also,
apparently this is really hard to do in real life.
Memorize the number. This is the amount of power required for hovering and ground effect. And
I only have one control. This is easy. I've just moved the collective. I don't even have control of the stick right now.
For our training today. Now let's see how little you should increase power to hover at 8 feet altitude.
At
Gently
8
raise
feet.
the collective just enough to get to 8 feet altitude and stop there.
You're just gonna have to eyeball a lot in helicopters, dude. This is weird. Okay, 8 feet.
Great. You're getting more and more confident with collective
Oh,
control.
my bad. My bad.
Look around and try to remember how 8 feet altitude looks like. Is an important altitude. You should avoid climbing higher when you hover in ground proximity. We will talk about it more in our later trainings, but for now, just remember, if your engine quits when you're higher than 8 feet and you don't have enough airspeed, you won't be able to land safely. So, whenever you hover stationary in ground proximity or a hover taxi, stay below 8 feet and you'll be safe. Now let's go back to a 2-foot hover. Still remember which power indications to aim for. There you are. I can see that now you understand sensitivity and inertia of the
It's like nothing. I moved it like a millimeter.
Our last objective for this training session is landing from a hover. Remember to always stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude before touching the ground.
Oh, he put me back down. Hold on. 2 feet. At 2 feet. Do you have assists on? 0 assists, actually. Although I think some of the training actually does turn assists on.
Collective control until you find yourself firmly on the ground.
There we go. Head tracking is so helpful in flying helicopters and a force feedback stick. I think a force feedback stick would be like the #1 most important thing. I've got an AB9 kicking around somewhere.
Anti-torque pedals now.
And then yeah, head tracking would be nice. I'm actually testing a camera head tracker right now. I do have a Toby as well, but I don't like that they have to be mounted on the bottom. So it's a little hard to get working right. I might end up using the camera one, but I haven't tried it on stream yet.
Just resubscribed at tier 1 for 8 months.
That wasn't too bad. I feel like that all makes sense.
Been in
and
for a
Zealot,
in minute.
no worries, dude. Zealot, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 8 months and welcome in. I've been good. How have you been? Okay, so now we're going to learn the pedals. I used AI track and it's really good. I think I'm testing one that I think uses Open Track 2.0. It's like a repackaged Open Track. So it's been good. I used it a little bit on Arma and Farming Sim, and it's solid. Kind of makes me motion sick though. I don't really love it.
Training session, you will be in full control over our heading. Let's start with taking off.
Did you know that the sounds for the MBBBO 105 are actually recorded from Roman Atlas personal chopper? What? That's awesome.
No obstacles nearby.
Okay.
All good. You have collective control now. Gently raise it, get light on the skids first, and only then take off to a 2-foot hover.
I put it up too much. I should have gotten light like he said first before like pulling it all the way up, but
getting more and more confident with collective control. Stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude.
okay. I mean, I think we're there. That's so weird that you just have to remember what 2 feet looks like. I think I'm a little low, actually.
Look, they're located in the same position as the rudder pedals in airplanes. They also serve a similar purpose, which is controlling the direction where the nose of the aircraft points. Only that in helicopters, it happens due to increasing or reducing the thrust produced by the tail rotor. Try to gently apply pedals one after the other, and you will see how the nose yaws in the direction of the applied pedal. Easy, isn't it? Now try to turn toward the helicopter parking on your right-hand side. Apply the right pedal to start the turn, and the left one to stop at the required heading.
Okay. We're there.
Pretty good. When making pivoting turns, try to make one smooth movement and then stop exactly at the desired heading. Now turn 90 degrees left, back to our original heading toward the runway and away from the hangars.
One smooth movement. Ah, that was close. It's kind of hard with these pedals because they're not really designed for this, but that could have been better.
Keep in mind that we use pedals to make turns like that only when hovering. We call it a pedal turn. In cruise, we change the
That's
direction
quite creative.
of flight using
They
the
call it a
cycling
pedal
stick,
turn, chat.
while pedals are used only for adjusting the side slip angle, like in airplanes. By the way, remember our briefing? There's a torque effect caused by our rotor rotating clockwise, and we use pedals to eliminate this rotating tendency. Until now, I was assisting you with the anti-torque control. So
thank you.
You'll be able to try changing heading without additional stress of fighting the torque. It's time for you to have full pedal control. On the count of 3, I will stop assisting you with anti-torque. Remember,
A little bit of right pedal,
our
right?
rotor rotates clockwise, which means the torque effect will immediately turn our nose left. You will have to press the right pedal to counteract that torque.
Okay, I'm ready. Give it to me.
Pedal control in
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, now. Try to maintain our original heading toward the runway.
Okay.
It is all a matter of finding a good position for the pedals, which counteracts the torque.
Dude, flying a helicopter is your entire body. This is insane. Oh, is my heading not good enough? Oh my god, I gotta keep it like right there. Like literally perfect. That's hard as hell, dude. I know, I don't even have the joystick yet.
You're doing good. Now, let's turn 90 degrees left toward the edge of the trees on the left-hand side. Yes, the helicopter will try to turn there itself as soon as you ease your right pedal pressure.
That felt good. Oh. Oh, oh. As soon as I start losing it, I forget what all the controls do. No! Come on. Come on. Okay.
Try to keep our nose heading toward the edge of the trees.
We're there. We're good.
Good. You're getting better and better. Let's now slowly turn right.
Don't sneeze. Oh yeah, what happens if you sneeze in a helicopter, dude? No wonder these things crash all the time. This is awful. Oh. Gotta let it. I gotta let it. Okay. I have mad respect for helicopter pilots now. Dude, same. This is really hard.
Good. Now let's turn 90 degrees left. Back to our original heading.
Every time we're doing anything in this helicopter, we're moving the controls like an actual millimeter at a time. And the effect is insane. Like if I let off the pedal, it literally moves a centimeter. And we're spinning out of control. Like it's nuts. Same with the height. Like that's a really hard one to do as well. Okay.
Super. Now you know how to change and maintain heading with anti-torque pedals, as well as how to counteract the torque.
You have to be so locked in.
I'll now let you perform a little more advanced landing than last time. You will have control of both collective and pedals at the same time.
Okay.
First, fully stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude. Carefully maintain your heading toward the runway.
Are we
Always make
high
sure
or
you don't
low?
have any movement or
We were too
yelling
high.
before you touch the ground.
Crap. Oh. Okay. Stabilize this way first. Every time we change the power, it spins more, which I guess makes sense. And maintain 2 feet. This is insanity. Maintain heading towards the runway. I think we got to point more that way.
Now, gently lower the collective control until you find yourself firmly on the ground. You landed while having full control over the pedals and collective. Way to go. Today you mastered.
We're using the Thrustmaster TQS as a collective. It's technically a throttle, but because of its position, it actually makes a really good like hybrid collective throttle. So I'm super happy with it. I just have it mounted a little lower than I probably should, and it makes a good collective. Oh, still gonna have to add collective drift. I don't know what that means. I don't even want to hear it. Wait till you pilot the crane and have to lower a pylon into place? Okay, Snape, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. All right, now we're getting the joystick. The cyclic. It's cyclic time. Or is it just trim? Did it say trim or just cyclic in general? Are big helicopters harder or easier?
Welcome to the third part of our hovering training series. In this training session, you will get familiar with cyclic control, and you will learn to counteract translating tendency. Still remember this term from our briefing? Let's start with taking off to a hover. All gauges are green. We have enough fuel, no obstacles around.
I'm guessing we're not supposed to do that.
Slowly raise the collective, get light on the skids, and take off to a 2-foot hover.
Okay, light on the skids. Like that. Take off to a 2-foot hover.
Stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude.
Okay. Harder? You think big ones are harder? But I feel like they'd move slower, which is kind of nice.
You probably realize that I am now helping you with anti-torque pedal control.
I did notice that.
This will help you to fully concentrate on the cyclic stick in this lesson. Look there.
Okay.
The cyclic stick is located between the pilot's legs and looks similar to a joystick or an airplane stick.
Yeah. Look at it. I'm busy.
By moving the cyclic forward, backward, right, or left, we tilt the main rotor disc in a chosen direction and subsequently move there. We also use cyclic to counteract left drift caused by translating tendency. You don't feel the drift now because I'm helping you to fight it.
Oh my god, there's more drift that we have to counteract?
Face the drift. Now use pedals and turn the nose of the helicopter toward the helicopter parking on your right-hand side.
Towards the helicopter. Oh. Okay, we're there. Okay. We're looking the right way.
Slowly ease the cyclic forward to get our helicopter moving. Establish a walking pace over the ground. The trick
Okay,
here
you're
is to
dreaming.
move very
We puked a bit.
slowly
Sorry about
with the
that.
speed of a brisk
There's
walk.
bags in the back. No worries. Okay. What the heck? I thought this was gonna be easier. Planes are not this hard, dude. Planes are easy as hell. What is this? Okay. Got hover in the circle.
Gently pull the cyclic back to stop above the center of the heli parking. Good. Don't let the cyclic go. Keep making tiny corrections to maintain position over the center of the parking. Now,
Okay, we're
make
in.
the pedal turn 90 degrees left, pointing your nose toward the runway again. You will now make a sideward movement back to our original parking. Keep
Oh,
pointing the helicopter
Christ.
toward the runway, but look left.
Hey,
in the
NJ,
direction
how's it
you're
going, dude? How was your stream? Dude, I saw your Amish TikTok today, earlier. That was funny as hell, dude. Okay. Okay, we're gonna just shimmy over to the left. Can you get your fat head out of the way? I don't know where I'm going. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Keep hovering over the center of the parking. while
I
I'm
would
talking.
throw up, dude.
Remember how I was helping you to fight the drift?
Yes.
On the count of 3, I will stop
Okay.
assisting you.
Okay,
You will have
thanks.
full control of the cyclic.
Okay.
Be ready to experience a left tail rotor drift and apply cyclic accordingly to stay over this parking circle.
What?
Ready? Prepare to push the cyclic slightly to the right. 3, 2, 1. Your control. Remember, all inputs should be small.
Whoa, okay.
You need to make frequent control inputs and corrections just to stay over one spot.
Dude, these are stupid. Let's stick to planes. Who came up with this nonsense and why do they work so poorly?
Not bad. This improves with practice, of course.
Oh my
Take
god.
time to land while having full control over cyclic. And
Okay.
collective, of course. Try to be as close to the center of our parking circle as you can.
I
Don't
am.
worry if
I'm doing my
you're
best, buddy.
outside of it. Stabilize your hover.
Yeah, and he's still helping me with the pedals. It's gonna
Make
get
sure
worse,
you don't
dude.
have any movement before you touch the ground. It is very important because we can easily get dynamic rollover if we are not careful. Now,
Okay,
gently
rollover
lower
sounds
the
bad in a
collective control
helicopter.
until you find yourself
Okay.
firmly on the ground.
A little bit of skip. That's bad. Okay.
Congratulations. You landed while having full control on cyclic and collective. Way to go.
Why would you subject yourself to this in real life, dude? This is... I'm never getting into one of these. Okay. I'm sweating, dude. This is hard. Okay. 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 Mods, if you're here, could we get a shout out for NJN live in the chat, by the way? Chat, this is NJ. We rated NJ for the first time yesterday. He's another farm sim streamer. Awesome content. He's on TikTok as well, which you should go follow there too. But Mods, if we could do a shout out for NJ, that would be great. Thank you so much. I not following you? That's crazy. I forgot to follow last night. Chat, please go give NJ a follow right at the top of your chat. Dude, welcome in. Okay. Okay, now we got to get our pedals back. We got to get our pedals back. Oh, no, it's something else. Hovering flight. Oh, no, maybe we are. Hovering is maintaining a constant height and heading over a given ground position. Hover taxi is moving to a specific location while being at hovering height. Okay, I'm ready. That makes sense. We haven't crashed yet. Yeah, we haven't crashed yet, so we're doing okay. Imagine this in VR. No, I'm not gonna imagine that. That sounds terrible.
Hovering lesson, which will bring together collective, cyclic, and pedal skills you've learned before.
I haven't learned anything.
It is challenging, but you will find it easier and easier with practice.
I have to do that because the pedals initialize weird in this game.
Counteraction at first, but
So I have to like
step-by-step
jam
you
them
have
both
full
and then they work
control.
properly.
And by the end of the training, you will be hovering all on your own. Okay, ready? All gauges are green. We have
Right.
enough fuel, and we are clear to go. Using collective, get light on the skids first, and then take off to a 2-foot hover.
Okay. Light on the skids. 2-foot hover. A little higher. Okay.
Use pedals to maintain a heading toward the runway, and cycling
Towards
to keep us exactly above the center of our parking.
the runway. I don't know why the mission steps are blinking, but it's probably fine. Okay. We just have to hold that. He's still helping us with the drift and torque right now, though. So we're not fully, like, this is not hard yet.
Here you go. Remember how
Do you use pedals to power the propellers? Like a bicycle? No.
On the count of 3, I will stop applying right pedal and helping you to counteract the rotating tendency.
Okay, I'm ready.
Make sure to maintain the heading toward the runway by
I'm
using
ready.
pedals.
I will.
3, 2, 1, go. Pedal control is fully yours now. Just maintain the heading for a few seconds.
Okay. When he said it's like patting your head and rubbing your belly, it's like that, but plus another thing. Plus a third thing.
You work well with the torque effect. Now
Thanks.
let's add the translating tendency. On the count of
Keep
3,
that one if
I
you
will stop
like.
applying right cyclic.
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
let you
oh my God.
counteract the drift by yourself. Try to stay above our parking circle. And of
I'll do
course,
my
don't
best,
forget to
buddy.
Maintain the heading. 3, 2, 1.
Might want to like call your
You have
wife or
full
something
control on the
before you give me that.
helicopter.
Oh,
You are
okay.
hovering all by yourself.
People can do this. It's so stable. That's insane. Crap. Okay. Oh, I got 2 to 8
Helicopters
feet.
are
Okay.
generally dynamically unstable, so you should never stop making small corrections. Use cyclic to move and eliminate drift in the horizontal plane. Use collective to maintain desired altitude. Use pedals to control nose direction or heading. The interaction of these controls makes learning to hover difficult, but so exciting.
I haven't felt excited yet. Just scared mostly. Okay. Come on. Go over to the right a little bit. Yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Maintain heading to runway. Okay. Sorry about that.
Do your best to keep your heading and to maintain your position over the parking area. But don't worry if at first you're a little too far from it.
I need to get over. I like can't make it go over to the right. I'm using gas and clutch because it's a little more consistent. I tried gas and brake, but the brake is I got a load cell, so it's like 5 pounds of pressure on the gas and 250 pounds of pressure on the brake, and that's no good. I'm using gas and clutch. Did you say Viper TQS with the panel? Yes, yes, that's what I got.
Nice. Next time you will do even better. Let's practice a
Yeah,
bit of hover taxi
A
now.
lot of faith
See
in
the
me, buddy.
helicopter parking
Okay.
stand that is farther away from our parking? Let's fly there, flying over empty parking on the way and always staying at the hovering altitude of 2 to
Okay.
8 feet. Remember to move
Okay.
very slowly with the speed of a brisk walk. When you move
Yes, it
fast,
is the Simtask
effectiveness
farm
of the
stick.
rotor
I feel like we're a little
increases,
high.
which lifts you up and requires you to lower collective to keep your height. And then, when you begin slowing down, you'll have to raise collective again to have enough power to hover. But if you move slow and make all inputs gently, you don't even need to use collective that much. Try that.
Okay. Technically, I haven't crashed it yet. Okay.
Try
Reach
to stop
parking.
exactly above the center of the parking circle.
I
Now let's
will
turn
try.
left toward the runway again.
And then spin towards the runway. You would have crashed into that building? Give me a minute. I still might. Okay.
Hover taxi is an essential skill you will need in every flight. In our
I have to do this
last
every
objective
time?
for today,
Okay.
you will land from hover while maintaining full control on the helicopter. Try to be as close to the center of our parking as you can, but don't worry if your first landing won't be exactly on the spot. Stabilize your hover at an altitude of 2 feet.
Okay.
Make sure you don't have
Stabilized.
any movement or yawing before you touch the
Or not.
ground.
How do I calibrate my farm stick? There's a pinned message in the Discord in the farm sim channel for calibration.
Now, gently lower the collective control until you find yourself firmly on the ground. Congratulations. You just did hovering and landing from a hover all on your own. You have mastered hovering in ground effect. See you in our next
No.
training, where we'll take off and climb.
No, we haven't mastered anything. We haven't mastered anything. We did it once. There's no mastering here, dude. Jesus. What's the multiplayer like? I have no idea. I have only been playing this. Oh, look at those scores. Chat. Look at those scores. 96, 99, 96, 94. Actually, I did master it. Never mind. I'm perfect. I'm perfect, chat. No problem. I'm very good at helicopters. Okay. What's images? Avoid operation in this area. Okay. We're gonna take off on a runway? Okay, I'm ready. What do you mean lies? You saw it. It's on your screen. Lies. That's crazy. Perfect would be 100s. Joe. Perfect is 95 to 100. Okay. Good enough. All right.
Beautiful morning at the Lou Versau.
I know. I'm already stressed out. Yeah, that's correct. Okay.
Before taking off to a hover, always check that all gauges are green and we have enough fuel.
Wouldn't perfect be 100%? Yeah, you guys are so smart. You can count to 100. Okay.
Ready to go.
Don't worry about that.
I'm not helping you today, so if it's all you, gently raise the collective and get light on the skids. Correct yaw and drift, and then proceed to a 2-foot hover.
I did not get light on the skids. I just kind of went for it accidentally. But do not tell my instructor that. Okay.
Stabilize your hover over the parking area.
We're stable.
Between 2 and 8 feet. Just
Spirit.
like
Chronic gifted a tier 1 subscription to NJN_9.
Oh, Spirit!
Now follow a taxi
Thank you for the
line
gift that's over to NJ, dude.
But stop before the intersection with the taxiway.
Okay, so we hover. Oh my God, there's a car in the way. Wait, does it want us to? Oh yeah, because it doesn't want us over the parking spaces probably. Oh my God, who would let us fly this close to the building? Dude, the learning to fly in GTA was nothing. That was easy. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. There's a car in the way. Not good. Gonna land on him. What's the horn button? How do I honk? Go over top of him, I guess? Oh no, it wants us to go. Hey buddy! Wake up! Pay attention, there's a helicopter on the road! Okay, we'll go over top of him, I guess. That guy's asleep at the wheel. Just say honk honk, like open a window and yell. Okay, perfect. GTA is more realistic. Yeah. Okay, we have to stop before. Frick. We gotta stop before the intersection. Dude, could you imagine working like air traffic control and being in charge of me doing this on your runway?
Crossing the taxiway to check for traffic.
Okay.
Look right to make sure there is no aircraft on the taxiway.
I'm using the helicopter because I don't want to.
Look left to make sure there is no traffic on the approach. Now
Yep, looks good.
To the center of the helipad.
I'm ready. I don't think I'm supposed to use the helicopter to look, but it's. We're losing it. We're losing it. Your brother does air traffic control? Don't show him this stream. I don't even want to know.
We'll take off along the runway, but which direction? Left?
You tell me.
Look around, find a windsock, and check the wind direction.
Oh my
Prefer to take
God.
off with a headwind.
Windsock. Those are the orange things, right? Windsock. 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 Where's the sock?
See now,
Dryer ate it.
turn your nose against the wind, parallel with the 0-4 runway.
Does he see a windsock? What windsock? Okay, I'm just gonna take his word for it.
Make sure there are no other aircraft on the taxiways that we're going to cross. And we are ready to go. Start moving forward slowly. Keep your altitude under 10 feet. Until you reach 45 knots airspeed.
Okay, okay, okay.
Maintain the heading.
Where are we
The
going?
faster you are, the less right pedal you need to keep your heading.
Okay, which way are we going? Just to the start of the runway? Okay, we're just gonna go this way? .45 knots is really fast, dude. Oh, maintain below 10 feet. Oh, crap. Below 10 feet. Okay. 45 knots is really fast. I don't want to go that fast. Okay. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Okay, 45 knots. That's fast, dude. 45 knots. 45 knots under 10 feet.
Now, gently rotate. Reach and then maintain 50 knots at all times in the climb. Maintain 50 knots.
Oh, we're supposed to be on the runway. Oh, crap.
But don't exceed 100.
Oh, I messed this up so bad. I see. We're supposed to be on the runway. Oh. I thought it was just like, do it. I thought it was just like, go 45 knots. I was like, okay, I can do that. That's no problem.
Morning at the Lou Versout Airport today. Perfect for our takeoff and climb lessons.
Right.
Before
Ready.
taking off to a hover, always check that all gauges are green and we have enough fuel.
I did not know what he was talking
half
about.
a tank, which is more than enough for our training.
Okay.
Ready to go.
I'm ready.
Not helping you today, so
Okay.
it's all you. Gently raise the collective and get light on the skids. Correct yaw and drift, and then proceed.
Raise
to
the
a 10-foot
collective,
hover.
light on the skids. Their command that warns the missus to never get in a helicopter with you. She'll see this. Probably. Okay.
Stabilize your hover over the parking area and maintain an altitude between
I'm stable.
2 and 8 feet.
I'm stable.
Just like in our hovering training.
Yep. Okay.
Good. Now follow
Do a
taxi
barrel
line
roll?
toward the helipad. But
If
stop
I do a
before
barrel
the
roll, it
intersection with
won't
the
be on
taxiway.
purpose. Okay. You're far from stable. You watch it. Sparx, I'm getting Microsoft Flight Sim when I get PS4 in 4 months. Do you have any suggestions on what to do in game? No, I just got here. Not this. Do the career. I mean, like, jokes aside, do the career and do the training through the career and you'll learn lots. Don't turn all of the assists off and then learn to fly a helicopter.
Stop before crossing the taxiway to check for traffic. Look right to make sure there is no aircraft on the taxiway. Look left to make sure there is no traffic on the approach.
How do you hover while you do that?
Taxi to the center of the
Oh
helipad.
my god, dude. I can't hover while I do that. Okay, so like I go to the runway. I don't know where he saw this windsock. He made that
We'll
up.
take off along the runway, but which direction?
Okay,
right.
I heard it
Look
now.
around, find a windsock, and check the wind direction. We always prefer to take off with a headwind. See now, turn your nose against the
It must be
wind,
that thing
parallel
over there.
with 0-4 runway.
Okay. Turn to 40 degrees heading. All right, so we're crap. 0-4. So we want to get onto the runway and then point at 040, which is the little airplane dial on the dash. Oh, were we supposed to go? I went over the grass. Were we supposed to follow the taxi line? Oops. It's a helicopter. We can go over the grass. It's probably fine. That's true. The string on the windshield does help. One would think. Not me, though. Okay. Whatever you did, you shouldn't have done. I mean, he didn't yell at
Let me
me.
help you come back, and let's start over again.
What?
Good. Now
Aw,
follow the taxi
man.
line toward the helipad, but stop before the intersection with the taxiway.
So we weren't allowed to go over the grass. Okay. Okay. That's fine. You were saying I was right. Right? Going to the airstrip on a helicopter? Dude, that's my question. Why am I going to the airstrip on a helicopter? Probably for like organizing traffic, but like, that's stupid. Just let me go up. I'm a helicopter. I go up. It's like one of the main things I do. Stop before the intersection. Yep. Helicopters actually go
Stop
down.
before crossing the
They have to go
taxiway
up
check
first.
for traffic. Look Look right to make sure there is no aircraft on the taxiway.
Let me help you out with that.
Look left to make sure there is
looks
no
good.
traffic on the approach. Now you can taxi to the center of the helipad.
Looks good. Oh, we touched the ground a little bit, but that's okay. And so the planes don't become jealous? Oh, that's a good point. It's an equality. Okay, so don't go on the grass. Even though I'm a helicopter, don't go over the grass. Otherwise, the guy who cuts the grass is going to be really upset with us. Okay.
We'll take off along the runway, but which direction? Left or right?
Let me see the
Look
sock.
around.
Show me your
Find the wind
socks.
sock and check the wind direction. We always prefer to take off with a headwind.
Gotcha.
Now,
I'm
turn
ready.
your nose against the wind, parallel with the 0-4 runway.
Okay.
We'll be taking
Parallel.
off in this direction
Oh.
over the grass.
Oh,
Make
that's
sure
what I was
there are no
supposed to do.
other
I
aircraft
gotcha.
on the taxiways that we're going to cross. And we are ready to go. Start moving forward slowly. Keep your altitude under 10 feet until you reach 45
See, he did say
knots
go over the
airspeed.
grass, though, did he not?
Maintain the heading. Notice that the faster you are, the less right pedal you need to keep your heading.
Oh, wait. Do we just take off from here? Oh, we take off from here. Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. So he does say over the grass. Oh, that's too low. I mean, too high. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. Much too high. Okay, that's how high we're supposed to be. And we keep gaining speed. Oh, still too
Now,
high.
gently rotate. Reach and then maintain 50 knots at all times in the climb. Maintain 50 knots airspeed and raise the collective for a more effective climb, but don't exceed 100% of available power. Your task is to reach 1,000 feet above sea level and then make a right turn along the crosswind leg of the pattern. Turn right
1,000
while still
feet,
climbing.
almost there.
Standard helicopter traffic pattern is right in order to not intersect with the left traffic pattern of airplanes.
Okay. 1,000 feet. Then maintain 50 and take a right turn. Climb to 1,200 feet in the turn. Oh my god, my arm is so sore.
Not a bad attempt, but I would suggest trying again, and remember to always stay out of the danger
Dang
zone
it.
of the height to velocity diagram.
He said not a bad attempt, but he did say stay out of the danger zone, which is the opposite of airplanes where you want to be in the danger zone. Quite famously. Okay. Can the cam be moved to lower right left? Would that be helpful? Yes. What do you want to see? All right. Well, we got a B. That wasn't so bad. Cars are where you're on the highway to the danger zone. Okay. Where life is a highway to the danger zone? Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, so it's gonna pick up basically where we just were. Begin with 50 knots airspeed. Okay, what's this what was VRS? Vortex ring state? What does that mean? Vortex, less than 30 knots airspeed or below ETL is when we can end up in vortex ring state. And that's bad. Okay. So don't do that. Falling in your own downdraft. Falling in your own downdraft. Oh, so like it's pushing you down basically. Okay, that's... Yeah, that makes sense.
Hi there. I am controlling the helicopter now.
You're not doing a good job. What are you doing?
Grenoble Louvre South traffic pattern. Prepare to take control of the helicopter.
I feel like I need to take control of the helicopter. What's he doing? You know what?
Good. Today we will perform an approach to
He
a helipad.
might not...
Maintain
What is
70 knots
wrong with this
airspeed
thing?
and
Oh, he has it
1,200
trimmed really
feet
poorly too.
altitude.
Holy!
This is 500 feet above the ground, which is a typical traffic pattern altitude for helicopters. Look right and find our helipad. When we
Okay.
are beam the helipad, we will start to slow down.
Okay. I gotcha. Alright. Push, rotor push air down. Air becomes icky. Rotor tries to push icky air down. Icky air no go down good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for putting it in a language I would understand. Alright, 70 knots. We want to keep this altitude. Get up to 70 knots. A little bit faster than this. There we go. 70. A little less collective. You just bought a hydrophobic towel? That wasn't a good idea, was it? Oh, okay. Hold on. We gotta back off a little bit. Down on the collective. I'm just going down. I'm not slowing down. Oh, there we go. Let's train above people's houses. I mean, the instructor can always grab it from me. Yeah, I'm a little low, but I think that's okay.
Passing the helipad on the right, start slowing down to 60 knots airspeed. You will have to reduce the collective a little to avoid climbing.
60 knots airspeed. A little more. There we go. Okay, 60. We did climb a good amount, but...
Turn right to the base leg. Keep your turns coordinated. Ball and yaw string should be centered. Slowly begin your descent. For a normal approach after our next turn to final, we want to be 1,000 feet himself.
1,000 feet. So much lower.
Now look around, check for traffic, and then make a right turn to final. Aim to arrive to the final leg at 1,000 feet altitude with 50 knots airspeed. See the helipad? Try to keep this angle of approach now. Start to gradually slow down. You have to coordinate your descent and speed, and arrive at the helipad with your ground speed and descent reaching 0 at the same time. In the last phase, slowly raise the collective to overcome the loss of effective transactional lift.
I need to go faster.
And inertia.
Shoot. I think I might have messed it up. I'm going too slow. I don't know, it feels fast. I feel like we're doing good. We're getting there.
Here you are. Stabilize your hover over the helipad now. You can trim the helicopter when you hover, when you climb, or when you're in cruise. This releases the forces on the stick and lets you better feel the controls. Good job. A little more practice and you will be a pro. I would recommend practicing making an approach to a hover a few more times before moving to the more advanced training.
He wasn't a big fan of our work, eh? He said do it again. That must have not been great. Avoid VRS condition. What does that what? Keep your turns coordinated 1%? What? What does that mean, chat? What is keep your turns coordinated? What did I do wrong? Keep your turns coordinated 1%. Scoring details? Avoid slip or skid when making your base and final turns. Huh? What? Okay, what do we do? Okay, we're gonna retry this because I can't get a 1% on something, dude. Keep it in trim. Keep it in trim.
Hi there. I am controlling the helicopter now.
Yeah,
You're approaching the right
he's so bad at flying. This isn't me. I think this might be why we're getting 1%. Is he's starting it by wrecking it. Okay, thank you for that.
Today,
Be that helicopter. He's got like a horrendous trim set. He's just spinning it for fun.
This is 500 feet above the ground.
You never keep your turns coordinated? I genuinely do not know what that means.
And find our helipad. When we are abeam the helipad,
Right.
we will start to slow down.
Keep your turns coordinated. Oh, it's something to do with the string, right? So we want to keep the string centered, is how it goes? Okay, how do we keep that string centered? Reach 1,200 feet. Maintain 1,200 feet. So we actually have to go down a little bit. We're going a little too fast. Go down to 1,200. slow it down a little bit. So now we're okay. About there. Put down a little bit more, but we're going the right speed. Our string is centered. That's good. Bank your turns, not just jerky turning. Bank your turns. Okay, bank your turns. Bank your
Passing the
turns.
helipad on the right. Start slowing down to 60 knots airspeed. You will have
Oh,
to
because
reduce the
we'd be
collective
slipping
total
if we
fuel
weren't
requirement.
banking. We'd be translating left and drifting if we don't bank and counteract the drift with the rotor. Oh, okay. No, that actually does make sense. Something just clicked in my brain when you said that, actually. So we have to not translate the
Turn right to
helicopter
baseline.
left
Keep your turns
mid-turn.
coordinated. Ball and yaw string should be centered. Slowly begin your descent. For a normal approach after our next turn to final, we want to be 1,000 feet himself.
So more like that. Oh, now we're drifting. So I don't want to get out of it so much. Okay.
Now look around, check for traffic.
I get down
Make a
to
right turn
1,000.
final. Aim to arrive to the final leg at 1,000 feet altitude with 50 knots airspeed. See the helipad? Try to keep this angle of approach now. Start to gradually slow down. You have to coordinate your descent and speed.
I feel like we were still drifting. Like, I understand the idea, but now I don't know.
In the last phase, slowly raise the collective to overcome the loss of effective transactional lift and, in the end, inertia.
Okay. More pedal.
Here you are.
More
Stabilize
pedal
your
in the
hover
turns?
over the helipad now.
More pedal in the turns. I want to restart it because that feels important. I just can't quite get a grasp on it. I really do think whatever he does at the start is really messing up our score. So I'm just going to figure it out. Yeah, like whatever's happening here is nuts.
Leg of Grenoble-Loup-Versailles traffic pattern. Prepare to take control.
I don't think he's like, I don't think the mission is meant to be done without assists. And so like his pre-inputs are basically not including no assists.
70 knots airspeed and 1,200 feet altitude. This is 500 feet above the ground, which is a typical traffic pattern altitude for helicopters.
Come in a little bit more
and find our
right now.
helipad.
Okay.
When we are abeam the helipad, we will start to slow down.
Don't go full power. So like keep it under 90%, right? So we want to get up to, and we want to not be climbing so much. Zoom out a little so I can see that. Okay. Want to lose a little bit of altitude, but we still want to go 70 knots. 70 knots. Want to get faster than that. Oh. Oh. Going down really fast, but we got down to our altitude, I guess. Okay. Pick it back up. We're at 1,200 feet. We're at 70 knots, so we're doing good. I'll slow down a little bit. Okay, and now more pedal in the turns.
Passing the helipad on the right. Start slowing down to 60 knots airspeed. You will have
So we want to
reduce
like
the collective
lead the
total
nose
fuel
into the
requirement.
turn. Is that what you're saying? So not just tilt to the right, but I need the nose to go down into the turn. Oh, hold on. We're supposed to slow down. Probably not so. Oh, and we climbed a lot, but whatever. Okay, hold on.
Turn right to the base leg. Keep your turns coordinated. Ball and yaw string should be centered. Slowly begin your descent. For a normal approach after our next turn to final, we want to be 1,000 feet himself.
I feel like that was worse. Whatever I did there felt worse.
Now
I feel like we're still
look around,
translating
check
to
for
the
traffic,
left.
and then make a right turn to final. Aim to arrive to the final leg at 1,000 feet
Okay.
altitude with 50
tilt
knots
in.
airspeed. See the helipad? Try to keep this angle of approach now. Start to gradually slow down. You have to coordinate your descent and speed.
I don't know. I don't know if that was better or worse or what.
Descent reaching zero at the same time. last phase slowly raise the collective to overcome the loss of effective transactional lift and, in the end, inertia.
The balance game, you'll be constantly adjusting your collective trim and tail. We're way beyond that. That's true, but we're beyond that now. We're trying to reduce drift and slip in our turns. But I think we're just gonna send it, to be honest with you. Ooh.
Here you are.
Okay.
Stabilize your hover over the helipad now.
I don't know if we'll get a better score or not. Again, I think a lot of that score is because of what the instructor does when we start this, so we won't worry about it too much. Oh my god. Perfect hover. Perfect hover.
Good job. A little more practice and you will be a pro. I would recommend practicing making an approach to a hover a few more times before moving to the more advanced training.
I think we're ready to move on. I think that was good. I don't know if the score is going to have improved much, but we can always work on that later. If it continues to be an issue. Okay, 0% on that one. For real. We do worse. It's fine. It's fine. I am almost certain it has something to do with the start. Okay. Congrats on reaching the significant milestone, your first solo flight. Oh, crap. Okay. Practice turning a couple of times using the pedal and watch the string. So we want the string pointed up? Is that what we're... Like, is that the goal? You want it pointed straight up on the windshield? That is going to be an important skill, I think. But we can practice it on here instead, so we can get our actual score.
On reaching this significant milestone.
What is that? They put these on the ends? I've never seen that before.
Colin Finify just cheered 245 bits. A chopper isn't just a faster way to travel, it's a machine that demands constant control. The pilot balances
there's our guy.
torque, pitch, and yaw while making non-stop corrections to keep it stable. Every movement matters, and even simple maneuvers take skill, focus, and practice.
Our instructor no longer wants to be in the helicopter with us. He wants to be on the ground. All right.
Demolition derby.
Colin, thank you for the 245 bits. All right. All right. Control E to start it up. That down. Flight about. I'm going to keep that zoom level. I can see the instruments enough. I'm happy with that. There's a ball in the instrument to the top left. You want it in the center. Oh, I never really understood how that works. This thing here, right? Oh, does it roll left and right on there? Oh, I'll pay attention to that this time. Okay, wait. That makes a lot of sense. I'll pay attention to that this time. So we want the string pointed up. We want that ball in the center. Is there a faster way to zoom in and out? I need like position buttons instead. Okay. Have to calibrate those. All right. Are you using the farm stick? Yeah. Yeah, so the farm stick, like, you can use the SimTask farm stick for flight as well. I would say, you know, if you play 90% farming sim and 10% Microsoft Flight Sim, just get a farm stick because it'll be better for farming sim, and then just use it for flight. And you can go the other way too. Like if you're doing 90% Microsoft Flight Sim and a little bit of farming, you could get something a little more dedicated for flying, like a T16000. And you could just use that for farming when you're farming. So yeah, absolutely, you could use farming gear for flight and vice versa as well. It works just fine. Okay, so we need to take over a little bit this. There we go. All right, now this is our first solo flight, so we don't have anybody yapping in our ear. We gotta follow. Can't fly over the parking spaces. We gotta follow the taxi area here. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay. Sparx is almost riding an RC helicopter. Okay. Stein, thank you for the 20 stream. Okay, we gotta get this out of control. Hold on. Okay, that's not great. I don't think we're supposed to fly sideways like that. Pretty sure we're supposed to stay going far. I'm more out of control than I've ever been, actually. We're supposed to stop here, look for traffic, which I'm just genuinely not going to do. We keep going. Keep it stable. And then take off from the helipad. So we're going straight this way and up. Not this way. To the right. Take off from the helipad. Keep it under 10 feet so we stay like real low. Much lower than that. Like that. To try and move straight instead of off at an angle like that. Get the 50 knots. Oh, wait. Why is it pointing me that direction? Oh, maybe it's okay. Climb to 1,000 feet. Little bit higher. And then we turn. Oh, you gotta bank way more than you'd think. Oh my god. Keeping that ball in the center of the thing is really tough. Climb to 1,200 feet. This is not terribly stable. Want you to taxi to the runway, but you're in a heli, so just ignore the blue arrows. Okay. Man, you gotta bank like hard, dude. That is not natural fueling at all. Failed? Yeah, I mean... like that's not good. Oh, we're going a little too fast. Got to keep it around 70 knots, and we need to be at 1,200 feet. We're going at good speed. We gotta go a little lower. 1,200 feet. Okay, 70 knots, and actually we bring it down to 60 about now, don't we? Going 60, looking good. How the heck do you keep that ball thing in the center? This is impossible, dude. Okay. Make the approach to the helipad. Way too high. We made so many mistakes. We'll just see what score it gives us. Well, we made a lot of mistakes there. And we're going too slow also. You actually don't need much bank at all. Only 15 to 30 degrees. So why... maybe I misunderstand how that ball works, because it's all over the place. Or are we like... are we tilting too much, maybe? Okay, and then we have to taxi back to the parking stand, so we go this way. And taxiing in a helicopter is such a weird idea. Left ball equals left pedal. Okay. Right ball equals right pedal. It always goes too much to the right. Like we did all right turns and the ball is too much to the right. We might be trying this one again. Okay. And then just park at the parking stand. Maybe we don't park. Maybe just watch us to hover. Stop at the parking stand. Oh, maybe it does want us to land. Okay, let's see what score it gives us. But I don't think...
hey, you can
I don't think it was good.
brake to expedite the slowing down and stopping of the main rotor.
You can use the what? Control to apply the rotor brake. Control. Oh, is that it up there? Mixture, rotor brake. Oh yeah, okay. I'll have to bind that to something, but what are these? Magneto ignition? Plasma ignition? I'm not touching those. Those sound scary. Okay. Could be where, I don't know. It didn't feel great. I think we were all over the place.
With just a few minor mistakes, you're definitely showing you're capable.
We might redo that one. I want to get an A on this. Because I think the next thing is our actual training, right? Oh, whoa. Oh, we did great. I thought it was great. You know what? It wasn't that bad. There was a lot of mistakes in there in terms of you know, altitude and stuff like that. But honestly, helicopter handling is still where I'm struggling. But altitude was good. Respect traffic pattern was good. Respect taxi path was 94%. Helicopter landing 56% or handling 56%. That's just because we're drifting all over the place. Okay, so maybe we do the actual test. Oh no, we've got something new. Rapid deceleration. Start with 45 knots airspeed at a safe altitude. Aft cyclic, lower collective, adjust pedals, maintain height, keep cyclic aft, lower collective board, decrease ground speed. Okay, I think I understand this. So the idea is to stop without launching yourself up into the air. So you're gonna spin us around like a freak?
When you have more skill and understanding of the helicopter,
yes.
Let's move to advanced maneuvers.
Why do they start with trim?
Hovering over the runways is center line while I'm talking. Okay?
Okay.
Advanced maneuvers
Thanks.
often require a pilot to take the helicopter to the edge of the safe operating envelope. Today we will learn to do a rapid deceleration maneuver.
Okay.
You will see, even though it is also called a quick stop, all inputs should be slow and gentle. We will begin with air taxi. You will accelerate to 45 knots, climb to 30 feet, and lower the collective a bit to keep this height and speed. We want to fully stop above the arrow, which marks the very end of the runway. Remember the technique. At the same time, apply aft cyclic and lower the collective to maintain height and slow down.
Okay, that makes
When the
sense.
speed is almost gone and the helicopter begins to settle, slowly raise the collective and add forward cyclic until you stabilize and hover. That's it. Just don't forget to maintain the correct heading by using your pedals.
I would stay
Let's
a little
go.
more in the middle
Start
here.
by moving forward,
Okay.
just like you do for the normal takeoff. Reach 45 knots airspeed while staying below 10 feet.
45 knots. Almost there. A little more. I slowed down a little too early.
Now,
45.
climb 30 feet while staying at 45 knots.
Climb to 30 feet. I don't know when we're at 30 feet, to be honest with you.
30 feet. Keep this
okay.
height and 45 knot speed. Lower the collective a bit.
Can you fly a Chinook in this? I don't know. I think there's
Aft
mods.
cyclic and push the collective down. Keep flaring until you lose speed.
Drop the collective a little hard.
Fly
Oh!
back.
It worked!
Slow down the descend, raise collective, add forward cyclic. Adjust pedals as necessary.
Reach 2 feet altitude. Wait, did he want us to turn around? I think he wanted us to go back the other way. Yeah. You want us to do? That didn't feel right. That is really hard to keep facing the right direction when you do this. Stay aligned with runway 04. No, I think it wanted us to go over there. Stay aligned. Reach 2 feet altitude. Okay. Just gonna bonk it a little bit. My bad. 2 feet.
Exercise normal hovering above the runway.
Oh, okay.
line.
He wanted us to stop over there, so we really messed it up, but I feel like that wasn't
You see,
terrible.
even though the maneuver sounds rather simple, it requires very high coordination of all controls. And you did great. It was nice to see how coordinated your control can be
Donny
already.
1990.
That guy's score is probably in the
just
toilet because we
subscribed
like
with
ended
Prime.
up turning around. He said something about going back, and I thought we were supposed to go back. Dunny, thank you for the Prime sub for 2 months, dude. I appreciate that. What equipment do you use? I use a SimTask farm stick and a Viper TQS as a throttle, as a collective, I guess. Okay, we actually did score really, really well. So let's see how many of these trainings we have left. And then we could do our final test at some point. I want you to land on the arrow at the threshold. Oh, okay. Okay, how many more trainings do we have? 1. That's it. Learn techniques for dealing with tall obstacles, and then we take our exam. Okay. What? Huh? Hover at least 10% power in reserve, enough distance from the obstacle. That doesn't make sense, but we'll let what's his name explain it to us in the meantime. B Money, thanks for the follow on TikTok, by the way. Appreciate that. Wonder if you'll have to emergency land with auto rotate? I don't know.
I am controlling the helicopter now.
Why does he
and
have
we
to
are
do this?
entering the right downwind leg of our usual traffic pattern.
Yes, you're doing a terrible job, just for the
Prepare to take
record.
control of the helicopter in 3.
I've never been more
1.
prepared.
Now.
Okay.
Good. Keep flying straight and level. Maintain altitude between 1,000 and 1,200 feet.
Yeah, I think you want us to go
This
this
is a
way.
good height for the high reconnaissance we are about to do.
Okay.
Our goal today is to operate in the confined area. See that small field surrounded by trees and hangars? That is our target. Fly closer to have a better overview of the field.
Okay. We can go like 70. Keep it about 1,200 feet. Actually, this is a good height. It's 1,100. That's good. What's good height, Taylor? How's it going? Welcome in. B Money. Hi. Okay, so we gotta go fly over this field. Okay, I'm losing altitude a little bit. We gotta go up. Gonna look like GTA 6 graphics? Dude, if GTA 6 looks this good in these conditions, I'd be pretty happy. The ground doesn't actually look good when you get up to it, but from up here, it looks great. And then obviously like the aircraft look amazing. Really good, actually. Okay, so what are we doing? We have to hover or land in this field next to the trees and the
Gradually
buildings.
slow down to almost a hovering speed now. We need to fly alongside the field very slow and explore carefully. Check if there are any unexpected obstacles present. Wires, for instance.
It actually wants us to keep that height. Stay up. But just a really, really, really slow pass. I don't know what that sound is, but I don't think it's good.
Looks good to me. Judging by the windsock at the airport, we will be landing parallel to the 04 runway. Let's fly downwind and prepare for the approach now. Speed up again. Deviate to the left
Okay.
to allow enough space for turning back on final.
The helicopter's just hungry. Don't worry about. Okay, it's his tummy. I gotcha. What wheel is that? It's a T598. And then I put the race line
Now
load cells
turn
on
right
it.
and start slowing down and descending.
Turn right.
Try to be at 1,000 feet and 50 knots airspeed when you enter the final descent.
$1,000 feet, 50 knots airspeed, so slower. 50 knots. Reach 1,000 altitude. We gotta go faster, actually.
Now begin your descent to the landing field. Lower the collective more than you would normally, but avoid vortex or rain state conditions. After a steep approach, you need to begin raising the collective higher and more forcefully to avoid settling and touching the ground. Stabilize your hover now.
Ooh, that drops fast. Okay. Just swoop in there like one of those Hueys coming in for a landing and just smack it into the ground. Yeah, they were not gentle with those things.
Make a pivoting turn back toward the downwind side of the field. Hover taxi to the downwind corner of the field to have as much area as possible in front of us. Remember,
pivoting turn is pedal turn, right?
Things during an emergency are the runway behind you, the altitude above you, and the fuel left in the fuel truck. Head against the wind now and prepare for takeoff.
Turn upwind, I'm pretty sure it's that way. Okay.
Stabilize your hover over our takeoff spot.
The takeoff spot, right?
Gauges are green. We have enough fuel, and we have over 10% available power in reserve. Slowly raise collective and lower your nose a bit to start gaining speed. Aim for 100% at MLI, but not more. Keep this attitude until you pass the trees. Now transition to your usual climb with 50 knots airspeed.
Quite fast enough, but go like that.
Well done. I see you are ready to operate in confined areas.
I don't really understand what we just did, like how that changes things, but we did it, so I guess that's good. Yeah, that's probably an A. That's an A. I guess. I think the approach just wasn't steep enough. So it's more about like catching the helicopter after a steep approach, I think is kind of the idea, but oh, that was it for training. Okay, now I think we take our final exam. Elias, thank you for the follow, dude. Let's just double check. So we got A on most of this. Except a couple of funky ones. But that was pretty good. All right, let's take the exam. Let's see if we're any good. Okay, I better turn that off. When did the flip start? That's a good question. We haven't, in any of the training, we haven't flipped yet, which is, oh, this is like a totally different place. Oh. This is your final check ride before obtaining your helicopter CPL. Time to show what you can do by performing a small cross-country flight at the helm of the Gimbal Cabri G2. The top of the line piston-powered rotorcraft is known for its safety. Okay, add. It'll be taken off from Bern-Blepp Airport, Switzerland's capital airport, and then flying towards Thun Airfield. We can land with a gorgeous view of the Bernese Alps. Okay, gotcha. Airport codes. Yeah, that VFR, visual flight rules. I gotcha. Okay, let's do this. Pretty sure you need to know how to do barrel rolls. Oh, I'll learn to do barrel rolls. Wait, can you do a barrel roll in a helicopter? I feel like you die if you try and do a barrel roll in a helicopter. What's your throttle? The Viper TQS is what we're using as a collective. Can this one do a helicopter? Can it do a helicopter? Well, I just paid to do this. Training, so we better not mess this up. We're supposed to get our certification here. Definitely a little different than driving heavy equipment. I know, it's less fun when you have to go worry about all 6 directions. Oops, look at that. Okay. And it's on the bottom on this one. Okay. Oh, this guy looks mean. This guy looks like he's going to be harsh. Oh, look, we have an iPad. Oh, nice. Give me the map. There we go. That's what we want. Oh, oh. Center on helicopter. We have it point. What? Hold on. Okay, center on the helicopter. Recenter on. Oh no, that's not what we want. We want it on the helicopter. And then can we have it? Like satellite is better. Don't need any of that. Orientation mode. That's what we're looking for. Heading up. Yes. Heading up. Perfect. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Zoom out to about there. Okay. I like that. Can you do an auto rotation landing? I don't know. I don't know if that's something we need to do. Okay. Start her up.
This short test is a last step towards completing your helicopter commercial pilot license. I know that you've been training for this with the Cabri G2. It's only logical that this is the rotorcraft that you'll be flying today. As your pilot examiner, I am tasked with making sure that you perform a safe flight today. You'll be taking off from Bern-Belp Airport and performing a small cross-country flight towards Thun Airfield. Follow
It is
basic
Thun
safety
Airfield.
rules. Apply the concept that you learned throughout your lessons, and I'm sure that you'll be doing fine. Burn ground. Cabri Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra with Kilo. Request taxi for takeoff, departing straight out.
Cabri Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra. Taxi
Didn't
to
Blue
and
Thunder do a
hold
loop-de-loop?
runway 14 via taxiway
Helicopter?
Kilo
Like
Charlie.
a loop?
Contact tower on 121.0
Maybe.
tree when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 14 via taxiway, Kilo Charlie, Cabri X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, so we gotta follow the lines. Stop before the hold short line. Okay, here we go. This is where we get our license, or not. Need to press those real quick. Sparx training for the next Airwolf series. What's an Airwolf? I only know about ground wolves, and they're scary enough. Okay, so we gotta follow the line. Nice low altitude, walking speed. Man, we're all over the place. We gotta get this under control, dude. According to Google, you can do a barrel roll in a helicopter. Oh my god. I'll try it. Not during my certification. Let me get certified first, and then we see if it does a barrel roll. Seems weird to taxi a heli, right? Like I feel like they just wheeled them out. Oh my god, is that an ATR 72? No, that's a Dash 8. Not that there's a huge difference, but it looks like a Dash 8 tail. Although a Dash 8 in Switzerland would be weird. It's got to be an ATR. Unless they don't worry about that. Stop before the hold short line. Q400, Dash 8 Q400. No, wait. That's what it is, right? Q400 is a Dash 8 or no?
Burn Tower, Cabri Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready at runway 14, straight out departure. Cabri Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, QNH 101 tree, departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 14. Cleared for takeoff, runway 14.
Q400 is a longer version of the Dash 8. Oh, interesting. Okay. Enter runway 14. That's heading 140. Which would be facing to our left. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So I think we go to the right and then take off from the runway. Oh wait, is this the runway? Oh, we're on the runway. I mean, maybe we could just go from here. We are a helicopter after all. I think we're good. Can confirm helicopters are made to taxi as you do in this game. Oh god. Oh Christ, that's bad. We're way too high already. I've already messed this up. We gotta go 50 knots. Climb up to 1,900 feet. Almost there. Okay, we're 1,900 feet. Climb to 2,500. And I think we're good. A little more right pedal, I think. Or not. I'm to 2,500. We gotta keep going. Little more. We can go up to 70 knots. Wish that would zoom in. Yeah, I think if I do this just right, I can zoom it in from here. Oh no, I can't. And center on the aircraft. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. After all that, if we get this back under control, back on our flight plan. Oh, RPM's getting too low. To get up higher, you know what? Let's just do it. 24. 25. Perfect. Okay, awesome. And then I think we fly along the river is the plan. Got a very weird question. If TikTok lets you send it, you can ask it. Otherwise, you may have to ask it on Twitch. Okay. Have you flown an Airbus A380? No. I have flown a Cessna 172 and a Diamond DA40 and now a Gimbal Cabri G2. C2? G2? Whatever this is. Okay. And then we could actually trim this so we don't have to be so crazy about it. Oh. Have to hold the stick the whole time. That a little better. Oh, not that much. Not that much. Man, this is a really sensitive trim. Also wants to rotate. We need to be higher, I think, as well. That's a little better. Flight sim, yeah, this is Microsoft Flight Sim. We're doing the helicopter training. I'm just getting certified on my commercial helicopter license, and then we can go do actual helicopter missions. How far we got? Got a little ways to go here, but that's okay. Farm sim tomorrow. We're back to farm sim tomorrow. Don't worry.
X-ray Golf Sierra.
I feel like every time I play another game, people think I've given up on every other game we've ever played.
Burn Tower, Cabri Alpha, Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra.
A little bit higher. Right. I don't have the game. You could go into a place and see if it has a helipad. I can't at the moment. Like, I can't just go anywhere right now. We're in Switzerland. But yes, like you could go anywhere in this game that you could go in real life. So like if you know of a place, whether it actually has the helipad or not, you know, big important buildings like hospitals and famous landmarks and stuff like that will have their proper helipad. But like if your grandpa has a helipad outside of his barn, it may or may not be there. If it's registered, it'll be there. If not, then like not likely. It's like a small countryside. Where is it? Like how small? Where exactly is it? Also, keep in mind, this is like my third time playing this game, so I don't know this game super well. But if you in Greece, oh, I don't know anything about Greece. Yeah, maybe like you would be able to like go check out your house in this game. You know what we should do? Once we are certified for this, we should go see if if we could go fly over my childhood house. Nobody lives there anymore, so I don't mind doxing it. But we could actually go see if it's if it's there. We don't own it. It's not ours anymore. So we could go take a look. That'd be kind of cool. I can show you guys my high school. We could go fly over my high school. Okay, that actually would be kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that next. That'd be cool to see if it's there. No one lives by my childhood home either. I listen, like, you guys could tell me to go to places as well. I wouldn't do it if you still live there, but like, we could do that too. Oops, I gotta connect to the radio. We can do that right. Be cool to fly over Acropolis at Greece. It's very nice. Trust me. Quite famously, it's very nice. Yeah, I believe you.
Whiskey traffic. Cabri Alpha, Sierra X-ray
A
Golf
little
Sierra,
more climb here. We're getting a little low.
2300 inbound to land.
My childhood home is no longer there. It's all field now. So this is the 2024 Google Map data. And frankly, it's probably more like the 2022, 2023 Google Maps data that they used to build this game. So whatever state it was in those years is what you'll see in game, with some variance. Like, they may keep newer places up to date. Older places might be older because that's just the last time there was data on it. But like, I was flying around Calgary and I noticed that it was Calgary from a couple of years ago, not Calgary today. A cult owns your childhood home? For real? That's insane. Okay, we're just coming into where we could go land. If we do this right, we will pass. Now, we are off our line a little bit here, so we should probably get back on it. Looks far better with a map replacement mod. Overlays the map with Apple Maps, Google Maps. Yeah, I'm sure there's ways to catch it back up, right? Flying stream. Nice. Going to fly by Cherokee tomorrow through Southern Ontario. What's a Cherokee? I do not know where we're landing. I can't see it. Past that highway. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
Zulu whiskey traffic. Cabri Alpha, Sierra.
Okay, so we're gonna drop. Whoa! Can't just drop the trim like that. My bad. Should probably ease off the trim. Okay, we gotta do this around 50 knots. Piper low aircraft. Oh, okay. Oh! Piper Cherokee. Is that the one with 2 engines or 1? Also, how much did it cost you to get your pilot's license? That would be so cool, dude. Think that you can fly the Red Baron biplane? I don't think there's a lot of aircraft that you can fly, but maybe with mods. Not exactly coming in straight on the runway, but I don't think that matters too much in this case. 1 engine, 4-seater, but really a 3-seater. Okay. And then we land at the end of the runway, right? Make approach to runway. I'm there. Maybe it wants us lower. I think I'm too high. Stop after the hold short line. Where is the hold short line? It must be on the other side, because that's where the actual airport is. Okay, hold on. We're going to turn around. Do we turn around on the runway, or do we get off the runway and go back? Let's turn around on the runway. Not really sure what the standard is there. Mechanic Karen, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. 20,000 for my PPL and 30,000 for my CPL. That's better than I thought. Do you own your aircraft, or how does that work? Mechanic, how's your stream, dude? What the heck are you guys playing? We're learning to fly helicopters. Okay, yeah, it is over there. How much was your PC? Oh, it's hard to say, because I built it and I've changed parts over time. These days it'd probably come in around 4,000. But I built it when the RAM prices weren't insane and GPUs weren't that expensive and stuff like that. So I don't think I paid that much for it. My specs are all on Twitch though, if you want to see them. You played some Division 2. How is it? And Foxy, welcome in with Mechanic as well. How's the Division 2? only played the first one. Okay, stop after the hold short line. I think we gotta be lower. Like, I generally am too high when I'm taxiing like this. You gotta be like here. You have rudders? I'm using car pedals for rudders. I actually do have a set of rudders, but I don't want to swap out the car pedals every time I want to fly instead. So I just use the car pedals, and it does a trick. It's obviously not as good, but the game reacts to it really well, surprisingly. Stop after the hold short line. I just scrolled by. It looks so real. I turn all the HUD elements off when I fly just with the actual instruments.
Lima Sierra Zulu.
I can see how that would. I can see how that would happen.
Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is taxiing to parking. Lima Sierra.
Crap, it's hard to hover. Use the joystick to turn. Yeah, I had to turn that off. That was a nightmare, dude. Some throttles have a button on the back of the throttle, like a rocker button on the back of the throttle. I like that better than the twist. The twist is just too. It's funky, dude. Gotta slow it down a little bit. Stop at the parking stand. Probably land here as well. You can't twist yaw with a heli. Pedals without centering is the best. Pedals without center. Yes. I mean, you can. If it's all you've got it. If all you've got is to twist, that's what you get, right? Like, obviously pedals are better. I don't think anybody's refuting that.
Your rotorcraft commercial pilot license.
Actually, prefer to just go
flying.
At 100%. Okay, Karin, thank you for the hydrate. And how's it going? Welcome in. All right, let's see if we passed. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, I agree. I had to turn that off immediately, dude. What do you use as a collective? A Viper TQS, which is an F-16 throttle, but the positioning of it is like, it's kind of like halfway between a throttle and a collective, so it works really well. You think we did it? I think so too. That felt like it went really smooth. Passed with an A. Respect traffic pattern altitude 100%. Traffic pattern path 98%. Taxi path 86%. And oh my god, helicopter handling 99%. No mistakes. Chat, we passed. We actually learned to do stuff today. That's crazy. No, you have to. Well, if you do it through the career, you have to learn to fly planes first. Planes were super easy. I had no trouble with that, to be honest with you. Not that I'm good, but I did not really have much of an issue with that. All right, we got our first helicopter. So we have to go. Yeah, here we go. So we do have to go to Australia to do this mission. And then once we do it, we should be able to bring it back to Calgary. You can go to Greece at Athens Acropolis. Yes. If your question is, can you go somewhere? The answer is yes. You could go wherever you want. So this one is kind of like, it's not a training mission, but it's kind of like a the first mission of this type, and it'll be a little more guided, a little more controlled. And then once we get this figured out, we'll take it back home. Oh, can I go fly above it? Not in career mode. I don't think I could just go anywhere in career mode. I think I actually have to travel or at least fly in a place first in career mode before I can manually go there. So we are doing a passenger transport, and we're just going to move literally one passenger. And we are going, I don't know anything about Sydney, Australia, but that's where we're flying. So we're going to have to figure that out. Hold on. Try this. If you don't need it in career mode, what do you mean? If you don't need it in career mode, you can start your career wherever you want. So if you want to fly in Greece, you just start your career in Greece. Yeah, I could do it. I could do it in free flight, but I wouldn't know my way around. So it's kind of a hard place to fly. Well, let's get these missions figured out so we can start doing helicopter missions, because this is the whole reason we're playing And these are also a lot harder than the training. What is that? That's cool. Take this off. Get in. Okay, Australians, you're going to have to help me out with this because I genuinely do not know what I'm doing here. You said you'd explain War Thunder on a farm stick. Oh, yeah. So if you're on War Thunder on PC, you can use a Simtask farm stick to play War Thunder, for example. So I'm assuming you bought one for Farming Sim, but you also like to play some War Thunder. Just plug it in. You may have to manually bind it. So go through the motions, like pull back to go up on the aircraft, push down to go down in the aircraft, left and right is roll. There is actually a throttle on the side on the console version. But I don't know if it'll work on the console. I think this will for sure work on PC. On console, I'm not sure. You just may have to manually bind it and you're good. Okay, does this actually keep my settings when we change map settings? Yes, it does. Okay, that is super nice. So we could just kind of leave it like that. I like it a little more zoomed in. That's good. Okay, let's get our passengers.
Flight QU94.
If you get enough money, you can fast travel to an airport for a small fee, I believe. And then how does it work, like when you own your own company and stuff like that? Like how does that stuff work? Oh my God. That's a Land Rover, but they didn't call it a Land Rover. The helicopters I struggle with? No, that's fair. Helicopters, I find helicopters harder than fixed wing, but we're learning. I'm more interested in helicopters than I am in fixed wing, so I'm determined to
Hey, Captain.
determined to figure them out, you know?
Just wanted to drop by and say hello before you take off. Remember,
Finally I can have a B-Day beer after a 6-hour drive for football. Oh my God, dropped it. Happy birthday, by the way. If I didn't wish you a happy birthday yet. Has your house ever been hit by a small earthquake from a Chinook flight above it? From a Chinook flight above it? No, we do have Chinooks in the Canadian Air Force, but I've never been that close to one. Why is this trying to fly already? Because we are at, man, this thing just really wants to take off. I have no collective in there yet.
Cabri Victor Hotel.
I literally cannot go lower. What the heck is happening?
Request taxi to the
Oh, there we go. It wasn't calibrated. I see. Okay, we're good.
Cabri
We
Victor
fixed it.
Hotel Yankee X-ray. Taxi to helipad number 0 by taxiway Mike. Contact Hal on 123.6 when ready.
Taxi to helipad number 0 using taxiway Mike. Cabri Hotel, Yankee X-ray.
Helipad 0. Using taxiway Mike, which I'm assuming is this one right beside us.
To position for the upcoming takeoff. Please fasten your seatbelt.
And then where the heck is this helipad? Is it that one right there? How do you know where you're going in this game if you're not familiar with the airport? Like, obviously I've never been here before. How the heck would I know where I'm going? It doesn't tell me on the map. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. It is that. It is that one we were looking at. Okay, so it should be this one over here. And a Chinook over me a few years ago found out the next day someone I knew was in the back of it. What the heck? In a Chinook? That's crazy. Okay, so I think we taxi over to that helipad over there. Taking this taxiway. This is probably the hardest part for me so far is taxiing and doing this like super precise stuff. There's like cargo and construction with the helicopters later, which I'd imagine is an absolute nightmare, but we'll see. Been in Chinooks, Merlins, and Sea Kings helicopters a few times. I don't know if I've ever actually been in a helicopter. Can we go in there? Or do we have to go around? The yellow line makes me think we can't go through there, so we're gonna go over here. I can't scratch my nose because I can't keep the collective in the same place. Okay. Whoa. There are charts in your EFB. There are charts in your EFB. Oh, hold on. I want to learn how to do that. There are charts in your EFB. I'm gonna land at the I don't land at the helipad real quick. And then I'm going to take a look at that because it would help navigate the airport. Oh no, I definitely could have gone in there. Okay, it's fine. There isn't a line to get in there, so we'll go in there manually. I'll just land at the helipad real quick. I don't know if you're allowed to land on these or if they're just for hovering, but sure this is the right place. It doesn't even have like an indicator on it, or maybe there's supposed to be an assist for that. Charts and EFB. Okay, I'm just gonna put it down right here real quick. And charts in the EFB for the airport. There's route, which I do notice the route actually does like start on the helipad, which is good. So it might be like, that's probably the biggest indicator. Flight details, payload, nav log. It does give us waypoints. Charts. This flight, there are no clip charts. I don't know what that means. It's in the route though, so that's, I mean, that's good enough for me if it's in the route. And then let's get takeoff.
Bankstown Tower, Cabri Victor Hotel, Yankee X-ray ready at helipad 0. Departure to the east.
Cabri Victor Hotel, Yankee X-ray.
Oh my god, she has an Australian accent? That's so funny.
Cleared for takeoff helipad 0.
I didn't think they'd localize the accents to where you're flying. That's sick. Okay, so we're going all the way to Eastern Sydney. Okay, so these flights we could get paid for. Like this, zoom in a lot. These flights we could get paid for.
Did you hear my last transmission?
I did. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Cleared for
Hold on.
takeoff helipad 0.
Okay, sounds good.
Cabri Hotel, Yankee X-ray. Ms., this is your captain. Thank you for choosing to travel with us. I invite you to sit back, relax.
That feels like a
enjoy
weird
your
thing to say
journey.
to somebody sitting right beside you. Okay. Now, one thing I was worried about with this game, and I have no... Okay, I guess we're going this way. One thing I was worried about with this game, but I noticed that there is a fix for it, is how long it takes... how long it takes to fly places. So I thought it would get really boring, especially on the longer flights, to just like fly the aircraft for 20 minutes. So like for this flight, typically we would be spending 8 minutes in the air, about 9 minutes in the air total. But the game actually has a workaround for it. So we should get up to 300 feet first. Let me take off. The game has a workaround, so when you get to these longer legs of the journey...
Bankstown Tower, Cabri Victor Hotel, Yankee X-ray. Continue for east departure.
We just get up to the height. So once, I think this next one is our long leg. It kind of does an okay job if you have passengers that like talk to you the whole time, which is kind of nice. But now... we would just be flying for 8 minutes straight, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. 8 minutes is nothing, but like, let's say you're flying a 737 across the country. That's going to be like a 4-hour real-time flight, right? So what they've done is they've added in a skip feature that you can use to skip certain legs, but still do the fun stuff. So like for this, we could fly all the way to Cape Solander, or however you say that. Or I could just press Alt-N, and we can skip to basically the next leg, which would be our descent. I've never actually done that before because all of our flights have been very fast. Listen to my mother. What about my mother? What? All of our flights have been very fast, so like not really a big deal. But I could, I was worried about some of those longer journeys later in the game when you get up to like an airline pilot. I was a little worried that it would just be super insanely boring to, oops, using too much power right now, to fly for that long. But there's a trick to it. You can speed up and slow down sim rate to get no skip bonus. You can speed up and slow down the sim rate. How do you do that? Is it like KSP where I just press this button right here? Is not. What? That's interesting. How do you do that? So you can like go with a faster time scale and then you don't get the skip bonus? Or you still get your skip bonus? I think you have to map it. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's like an even better strategy, to be honest with you.
Leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Then just send me a jet.
Bankstown Tower. Cabri Victor Hotel Hotel. Yankee X-ray.
Gotta go a little higher. I'm gonna run into some towers and stuff like that. This one we may as well fly because we're literally just going across the bay here, and it is a nice flight. 650. Okay, well that's cool. I mean, I like that even more than skipping, to be honest with you. You just, is it hard to control it when it's going that fast? Probably. Like for an airline though, you'd have autopilot handling most of it, and you would just like turn a 9-hour transatlantic flight into 5 minutes and then just go normal speed when you get back. I guess that makes sense. Pause is the only thing that's mapped by default. Okay, I like that. That's actually really cool. Just gonna go forward a little bit. It's for your mother. Well, you should listen to your mother. Trim this off a little bit so we can. Holy, that's bad. Okay, hold on. We're gonna
I'm in the middle of a flight.
reset this.
I'm 34. I won't starve to death just because I skipped the kale for breakfast.
Can you guys hear what she's saying? It might be too quiet.
I'm in a helicopter, not in the hotel. Okay, love you too. Bye.
She's talking to her mom. She says, "Mom, I'm 34. I'm not gonna starve to death," or something like that. She's just like, can you answer the phone when you're in a helicopter? Is that allowed? If your passenger just answers their cell phone in the helicopter? Kind of too quiet. Yeah, the voices for my character and for the airport were really, really loud, and so I turned them down. I turned them down a whole bunch, but I think it's turned down our passengers as well. Although I think maybe not in this helicopter, but we should be able to actually turn up her headset. Copilot audio volume. Turn up 50%. I think that will let us hear her headset a little bit louder. Oh, she's not wearing a headset. Okay, well, maybe that's not going to help.
Just
Oh.
checking in. Oh, sorry, I thought. Okay. I'll call you back from the airport. Love you.
Okay, now she called somebody else. Okay, it didn't turn it up. Never mind. I was hoping we could turn her up a little bit, but it's all good. In Norway, a pilot got in big trouble for landing on the roof of his house. You're not allowed to land on the roof of your house? Like, what are the rules with helicopters? I feel like I see videos in the US of people like taking their helicopter to the grocery store, but then you'll hear something like that, like a pilot gets in trouble for landing at their house. How the heck does that work? Better announce our approach here. Approach to helipad. I got a ways to go. I'm pretty sure we crossed the water still.
Cabri Victor Hotel.
I did hear that. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a sad story.
Helipad 1 to land. Yankee
That's
Foxtrot Alpha Tango.
That's kind of a sad story, but like, yeah, an instructor had brought a student pilot up. This was like literally 3 days ago. Brought a student pilot up, and then in the air, jumped out of the plane. The instructor jumped out of the plane. He said, "You know what to do," to the student, and then jumped out of the aircraft. Which is insane. It's insane. Now, he didn't have a parachute. Yes, he did it on purpose. It's like kind of a sad situation if you get what I'm putting down. But what an insane thing to happen as a student. And he did land the plane. He landed okay. I don't know what stage of training he was in, but he did land the aircraft safely. No damage to the aircraft. I think they did find the body, but they're like pretty sure that it was on purpose. Witchy, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Cyclo, welcome back. What the heck are you guys doing today? We're just we're learning to fly helicopter. Hi, Goofball, welcome in. That's ridiculously cruel to do to somebody, to put that trauma on somebody. Yeah, I think that would be That would be a tough one to get over, honestly. I think a lot of people would struggle with that, but yeah, that's nuts, dude. Should I be flying like at an angle like this into the wind? Because the wind is kind of pushing us to the left. How do you fly into the wind? Maybe we're doing okay. That trainee probably never gonna fly it. Yeah, I don't know what the trainee ended up doing. I hope they got the help that they needed, because that is terrifying, obviously. But
Thanks for your help.
that would definitely be a story to tell. You'd be telling that story for the rest of your life, that's for sure. It was good. Did some farm sim, playing the new update to the Forest Challenge map, so started a new farm. Hell yeah! How's that one going? The Forest Challenge map. I don't think we've ever actually done a challenge map. We'll have to find some good ones. I think we've got probably... Oh, I think we probably still have a good 100 hours in our current save. I don't think it's going to be like a 400-hour save. I think it's going to come in around 200. But we've got that. We've got that coming up. Okay, I just need my altitudes. It's not giving me altitudes. Okay, we're going to make them up as we go along. That is all good. No altitudes. Yeah, I'm sure we have to get down a little bit lower here though, so we'll bring it down a touch. We'll slow it down a little bit. Still not really sure how to do this right, but you hope they pass them for landings? You hope they pass them for land. What do you mean? We go all the way to the edge. I don't think we should be dropping altitude yet. Makes it sound like we're on final, but I don't think we are yet. Jordan, thank you for the follow on TikTok, by the way, dude. Appreciate that. It's good. The map is a forest, so you have to clear everything to make your farm. I'm really enjoying it. Wait, that sounds cool. That sounds really cool. Okay, I see it on the map. We're landing just past that big round building there. I love how it's made some of these houses. I am almost certain that these are all oil tanks, but it's given some of these windows like their houses. That's ridiculous, dude. Okay, so we're going right onto the beach, I guess. Right onto the beach. I think it's just to the right there. Oh yeah, I think I see it. We're going too slow though. We can go down, but not that slow. That's the one. We're just taking this lady to the beach. That's it. That's this whole mission. She's paying us $2,000 to take her to the beach. Kind of nuts, I'm not gonna lie. Probably coming in a little bit fast, but see how we score. I don't think we did anything super crazy. We did land on the pad at the airport. I'm not sure if we were supposed to do that, but okay, not like perfectly in the middle, but it'll do. We'll see how we scored. And then rotor brake. And we're good. K-Fog, how's it going? Welcome in. What's that? Is it just called the Forest Witchy? That does sound really cool. We should do something like that. Did the same line as people on train tracks and making conductors see live with that? Yeah. Yeah, there was that one too recently where somebody made their way onto the runway of an airport. Same reason it just like jumped into a plane that was taken off. Yeah, that's nuts, dude. All right, let's see how we did. On that note, let's see how we did. So you get paid more if you don't skip any part, which is nice. We did pretty good. Passenger satisfaction, 59%. I don't know, maybe speed is the only thing, or speed and like comfort. So I don't know if we knocked the aircraft a couple of times, or I don't know. I don't really know how they determined that one. But pretty much the smoother you fly, the higher this goes, and then it's just like compliance for everything else. But an A is good. I've never had an S. No, that's not true. I've had one S, but that's it. But you actually have to. I paid $2,000. So the no skip bonus is a ton. Like we made an extra $1,000 for not skipping, which is wild. Otherwise we only made like 800. And then you have to do some really good runs in order to get new missions. So the mission types you can take are based on this specialization thing, and it tells you what you need to do. So we could do passenger transport. We could do flight scene, which is basically sightseeing from an aircraft. And then it gets a little crazier. So to do something like search and rescue, you have to get your turbine engine rating, and then you have to score rotorcraft missions with C or above. And I think the higher you get, the crazier the requirements kind of get for it. Yeah, score helicopter cargo transport missions with an S in order to do aerial construction. So that's tough, dude. Although it's cargo, so maybe cargo isn't as difficult to get an S. I have no idea, but those are... Wait. Score helicopter cargo transport mission. Wait. Oh my god, with the hook. So that's lifting stuff with the hook, dude. That is nuts. So when you start making those special flights south of the border, I think somebody approaches us and we take those jobs, I believe. And I don't know how the companies work. This is something I haven't gotten into yet, but at some point we can start a company and have our own aircraft. Dave, thank you for the follow. I think we're renting aircraft right now. Sometimes we actually, we transport somebody else's aircraft. So yeah, now I think I could go there. I don't know if I have to pay to go here now. Like, what if I just want to go here? Can I just click it? No, I like literally can't go here. I don't know where this is, but I literally can't go there. But I could go back home for missions. Now... Can we sort them by missions list? Like, can I sort them to only be helicopters, or? Because I'd like to do helicopter stuff, but I don't know if I can in Calgary. Oh yeah, you gotta be in a place with helicopter missions. So there's not even helicopters here either. Man, not a lot of helicopter missions. Check South Africa. You think there's going to be helicopter missions in South Africa? Oh, actually, there is something over here. Flying bulk cargo to Madagascar is crazy. These are the special missions you're talking about. Bulk cargo seems kind of cool. No, nothing here yet. So yeah, I don't know how you do that. Maybe when you start a company, you can move your company or something like that. I don't know. Oh my god, is this... Wait. In Montreal? Our flight scene training is in Montreal? Wait, that's cool. Let's go do that one. Gotta move all those special white bricks around. That's us. That's the big paying jobs, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to buy a passenger jet. They're like 100 mil. Oh, you actually have to buy the aircraft? Really? Oh. How do you get to that? Like, when do you... get to make your own company? I'll go back to headquarters, see if we can figure this out. I'm still trying to figure out how the career mode actually works. So it's not available yet. I feel like it's either a reputation thing or a level thing. You do it in here. It's not in here. Unless it's like you got to get your cargo rating or something like that. Oh, we could get our turbine engine rating for helicopters already. Oh, this is probably why we don't have a lot of helicopter missions available, is because all we're allowed to fly is the Cabri. So if we get... What is that? Power lift rating. That looks insane. I don't think we want that. I think we want turbine engine rating. Oh, it's just an exam. Required for agricultural aviation, cargo transport, search and rescue. Sure, okay. I mean, we've got the money for this. It's just a one-time exam. I don't even think there's any training for this. I think we just genuinely take the exam in a much, much bigger helicopter. It's just a loop around the airport. Sure. Why don't we give that a shot? I don't know how different this is. Oh, I probably start on the ground. Hold on. Yeah, and maintain them. If you crash it, it's even more plus insurance. Oh my god, that's in this game? Okay, so when do I get to make my company? I didn't see anything in there. I'm assuming I just have to get my reputation up, but like what exactly has to happen for me to put my own company together is my question. You have to buy it. When can you buy it? Okay, this is a much bigger aircraft than what we had. Well, let's give it a shot. Okay. Take off the rotor covers, static port, engine covers, and the pitot, wherever it is. Right on the front. Oh, it's a cute one. Okay. When you own your first Boeing 747, I don't think you start your company with a 747. I think you probably start with something way, way smaller. All right, let's see what we're supposed to be doing here. So yeah, just a super quick, we'll taxi to the pad and then super quick loop around the airport. And that's it. All right, I don't want to be out like 7,500 bucks, so we better do this right.
Good day. I will be your examiner during this flight. My job is to make sure that you're able to handle the power output and handling characteristics of a turbine helicopter. You'll be flying the Airbus H-125 today, a turbine helicopter powered by the Safford Ariel 2D engine, delivering over 850 shaft horsepower.
Holy.
Don't let the power figures get to your head. You clearly have what it takes to handle this helicopter. Stay calm. Channel what you've learned in your rotorcraft training, and the certification is in the bag. And a pro tip, try not to get too distracted by the scenery.
Thanks. Where are we? Are we in like Vegas or something? Where the heck are we right now? What the heck? We're in New Zealand, I think. We are in New Zealand. Let's reset to that on the aircraft real quick. Okay, well, it is easy to get distracted by the scenery in New Zealand. Maybe that comment is totally fair. All right. Now let's see if this is easier or harder. I feel like it's gonna be easier, but so what? Why? What? Huh? What's going on? I take it back. It's it might be harder. Oh, you know what it is? Okay, is there anybody that really knows this game? Because I think what just happened is I had set controls for the gimbal and now we're on the H-125. How do I move those over? This is going to be in power output. Oh shoot. Okay, so one thing that has to change is it probably twists on the farm stick right now. Oh, maybe not. Gyroscope control. Oh, maybe it kept the farm stick stuff. It just felt like my thing was reversed. Maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, let's take this stuff off first. And then before we take off, we'll do what we're supposed to. Oh, hi. And we will check all of our controls. That's actually on me for not checking the controls before I turn it on. Oh, I did not want to get in yet. Got a few things to go. Taking the hobbits to Isengard, that's what I'm doing. They're just taking a helicopter. It'll take like an hour instead of however long they walked for. Okay, let's check these controls. So man, those pedals move slow, dude. And then this, it's backwards. That's why. So whatever happened there, that is the problem, is the collective is backwards. Is that the, nope, that's the ignition. And we'll just do, I'm pretty sure that is in power management. Collective. And it is backwards. Apply that to all helicopters and see if that fixed our problem. Yeah, there we go. And what else may be messed up? Do we have any more important controls that we use in a helicopter that may be messed up because of the reset? Okay, there we go. So that's working properly. Pedals are good. Stick is good. I don't know about trim, but I'm using the default trim settings. I think that's pretty much all I use. I think we're good. Okay, let's try this again. See if we can do this without crashing, because we're definitely not getting certified if we kill our instructor and ourselves in the first 5 seconds of our flight.
My job is to make sure that you're able to handle the power output and handling characteristics of a turbine helicopter.
I must have actually killed the last guy because they changed him out.
Today, a turbine helicopter powered by the Saffron Ariel 2D engine, delivering over 850 shaft horsepower.
And then you have to like learn all the new dials. So that's my vertical speed. My speed, artificial horizon, which is way messed up for some reason.
And a pro tip: try not to get too distracted by the scenery.
Needs to be powered, I guess. I think this is my heading, airspeed, altitude, and RPM is up here. Okay, I guess that makes sense. And then, yeah, we'll have to see power. That's the only other thing I need to know is where my power is. I think it's N1. Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe that's it. The last instructor's still in the toilets being sick. Okay. I think it's still starting up.
Queenstown ground, Airbus helicopter, Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo.
Where is my
Charlie.
power?
Request taxi for takeoff. Close traffic.
Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform Kilo uniform. Taxi to helipad number 1 via
I think it is that one right there. Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we get there.
Taxi to helipad number 1 using taxiway Yankee.
Yeah, I think we just basically turn around and taxi helipad number 1. I don't see it from here, so we're gonna have to go find it. Stop at helipad. Here, we can zoom in. Do we go past this loop right beside us? Oh! Actually, that in the dirt right there. Oh, I see it. I see it. I gotcha. We can do that. All right. That is hard to take off directly upwards, but all right. Taxi over this way. Holy, this thing is weird. It does behave very different, so I think the main thing with the extra power is it translates left way faster and it spins way faster. So you have to put a little more trim into it, either manually or with the actual trim. Okay, I think this is our helipad, and then which way are we taking off? The tower will tell us.
Airbus helicopter, Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo uniform ready at helipad 1. Close traffic.
Close traffic approved. Cleared for takeoff helipad 1.
I do not know which way he wants me to go. Which way did he say?
Clear for takeoff helipad 1. Airbus helicopter uniform, Kilo uniform.
All right, well, behind us. High performance takeoff and then into pattern. Okay. Charlie Foxtrot Kilo uniform. That is not a direction. That's our name. We're Charlie Foxtrot Uniform Kilo Uniform is our tail number. Okay, here we go. Give it a little bit trim, turn it around. We're going that way. Okay. This one is a much steeper ascent. 1700. Man, the instruments are harder to see on this one. 15. Go up even faster than that, or we're gonna miss it. 17. Okay, we're at 17. Maintain altitude there. Probably should have guessed that a little better. Make that turn. We're still gaining altitude. It's got way more power than our little gimbal, obviously. Man, we're gaining so much altitude whenever we turn. Left a little. Sparx, do a barrel roll? I might accidentally, to be honest with you.
Airbus helicopter uniform Kilo.
Cleared to land helipad 1. Airbus helicopter uniform Kilo Uniform.
Perfect altitude. Speed is good, I think. What the heck is our speed? Oh yeah, we're going like 90. That's right. Oh, I missed a turn. Oh, that's gonna get me in trouble. Way wide on final. That is not good. We're like drifting all over this airport. I've slowed it way down. Oh, this is rough, dude. I don't know how precise on our line we have to be, but I would imagine the more precise, the better. Good thing there's no air traffic. Yeah. I agree, because we are a menace. I have to fly over top of that building, then land on that helipad. Probably why they give me a window right there. Can I like tilt my window? Do I have to land straight on, or can I land at an angle so I can see through my window? To land on it, I just have to go to it.
Airbus helicopter uniform Kilo Uniform. Contact ground on
118.1 for Airbus helicopter uniform Kilo Uniform.
Okay. Arctic Wolves, thank you for the follow.
Queenstown ground. Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform Kilo Uniform. Taxi to parking.
Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform Kilo Uniform. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Yankee.
Queenstown ground. Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform Kilo Uniform. Request taxi to parking.
Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform Kilo Uniform. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Yankee.
Queenstown ground. Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform Kilo Uniform. Taxi to parking.
Goose_CA_ just resubscribed at tier 1 for 22 months.
Taxi to general aviation parking.
We're just gonna talk to each other the whole time?
Queenstown ground. Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo uniform. Taxi to parking.
Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform.
That's what we're trying to do!
Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Yankee.
That's the plan!
Ground. Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo uniform. Taxi to parking.
Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo uniform.
We're stuck in some insane radio loop, dude.
Taxiway Yankee.
We're done talking?
Queenstown ground. Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo uniform. Taxi to parking.
Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform.
Say something else! Say something else! Tell them yes! Tell them acknowledge! Acknowledge the request!
Queenstown ground. Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo uniform. Taxi to parking.
Go to another airport. This airport sucks. I'm going to a different airport, dude. Take me somewhere else. We're going to Australia. We're going to Australia, dude. That's a weird bug. I've never seen that before. He's just going to sit there and talk. Just land, bro. Not that hard. Apparently it is. I'm not supposed to land there. I go there and I hover, and then I get clearance to land, and then I taxi over to my actual landing spot. I don't know what the heck that was, dude. That was weird. Yeah, I'm gonna let him know I'm out of gas, and then maybe he'll let me know where to go. Goose, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 22 months, by the way, dude. I appreciate that. Welcome in. If you're just getting in, welcome in. Hey, man. All right, we'll take these off. No, keep opening that. Yes, get rid of that. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's try this again, because apparently...
Good day.
This airport's full of freaks.
During this flight. My job
I got
is
another.
to
This
make
is
sure
exam
that
number
you're able to
3.
handle the power output and handling
Because
characteristics
of bugs.
of a turbine helicopter.
Make sure this
You will be
works.
flying the Airbus H125 today.
Pedals.
A turbine helicopter powered by the Saffron Ariel 2D engine, delivering over
Everything's good.
850
Okay.
shaft horsepower.
Tree for Petunia. I gotcha.
Don't let the
I
power
gotcha.
figures get to your head. You clearly have what it takes to handle this helicopter.
Thank you for the
Stay
hydrate as
calm.
well.
Channel
Isn't he a
what
bit
you've
tall
learned
for
in
your avatar?
rotorcraft
There
training,
wasn't a
and
height
the
option.
certification is in the bag. And a pro tip.
And no,
Try not to get too distracted by the scenery.
he's not too tall for me. All right, let's try this radio nonsense again.
Queenstown ground, Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo uniform with Charlie. Request taxi to the active. Close traffic.
Airbus
Everyone's gonna
helicopter
behave this
Charlie
time or
Foxtrot
what?
Uniform, Kilo uniform. Taxi to helipad number 1 using taxiway Yankee. Contact tower on 1.
Your call sign makes me giggle. Sifuku? Yeah, it's a little silly.
Taxi to helipad number 1 using taxiway Yankee. Airbus helicopter.
I'm just worried about the radio. I don't even care about flying the helicopter. The helicopter's easy. I'm worried about the radio working. Sparx, I tried the cotton candy Alani, and good lord, how did you drink it? I thought my face was gonna cave in for how sweet it is. That one's too sweet for me, personally. The thing about Alani is, like, some of them are really sweet, and some of them are not sweet at all. Wow, okay, none of them are not sweet at all. Some of them are really sweet, some of them are normal sweet. The cotton candy one, too sweet for me. The peach one is also really sweet, but the flavor's good enough that it's tolerable. But the shaved ice, the Hawaiian one, is really good. There's a purple one that's good. It's not cosmic. And it's not that sweet. I just can't remember which one it is. All right, let's try this again. So we give it a little bit of... There we go. All right, so let's taxi over to our helipad. Impossible to see. All right, we're gonna try the radio again. Everyone be cool.
Queenstown Tower, Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot
this way?
uniform, Kilo uniform ready at helipad 1.
Oh,
Close
touch the ground a little bit. Fine.
Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo uniform. QNH 101 tree. Close traffic approved. Cleared for
Oh my
takeoff
god,
on
hovering
runway.
sucks.
Clear for takeoff, helipad 1. Airbus helicopter uniform, Kilo uniform.
Okay, we're going. We're going. Pretty sure we go quite fast. Like we have to gain altitude pretty quick. Watch our power. 1,700 feet. We're there. Just about. All right. Reach downwind. We gotta get back online a little bit. That's 1,700 feet. Okay. Now we'll do our turn a little bit early. A little more pedal this time. That was good. Altitude's good. That was a really good turn. We're actually like right on our line, sort of. All right, same thing again here. Lots of pedal. More tilt. Little bit of an overshoot, but we're okay. Actually make an effort to get back online this time. Even out our altitude a little bit.
Uniform, Kilo uniform. Wind 220 at 7. Clear to land helipad 1.
Clear to land helipad 1. Airbus helicopter uniform.
I started that turn way too late. I realized I had to turn and then kind of like panic turned. Lost all my speed. Okay, the other turns were really good. That one was not. Lose a little altitude. We gained some altitude on that one too. Okay, and then we'll just get in for final right above the road. Now let's hope this radio works. Otherwise, I don't know what to do. We kind of missed.
Samfit6 just subscribed with Prime.
That was not a good descent, but done worse.
Airbus helicopter.
Actually, I don't know if I have.
Uniform.
Actually, might have been the worst.
Contact ground on 118.1.
Okay, handoff.
118.1 for Airbus helicopter uniform, Kilo uniform.
Tax to
Sound
parking.
ground. Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo uniform. Taxi to parking.
Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot uniform, Kilo uniform. Taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Yankee.
Taxi
There we
to
go.
general
It worked this
aviation
time.
parking
Oh my
via
god, Sam, thank you for the Prime
taxiway
sub,
Yankee.
dude. For how many
Airbus
months? For 10
helicopter
months, Sam.
uniform,
Thanks so
Kilo
much.
uniform.
Thanks for using your Prime sub in here. Okay. Horrendous taxi. Yeah, right. Nice and close to the fuel tanks. That's what we like to do. Holy, this thing pulls to the left. It's a steering alignment or something. Am I on the purple app? I'm on Twitch. Yeah, you got it, Ty. Our Twitch is Sparx TV. And put her down with the front over here. Oh, I didn't realize we were that close to the ground. Oh, this thing is taller than I thought. Okay, that's really not good. Get it together. Get it together. Uh-oh, I think we damaged something. I got check engine light. Bat. I got a bat light. I don't think that's good. There's a rotor brake on here. Right here. Go. Not good. I think we might have wrecked something on the way in because the helicopter is a lot taller than I thought. And I don't think damaging the helicopter is good for getting certified on it. That's for sure. If the radio doesn't work, just fly back to parking and land, see if it accepts it. Okay, we can try that. Oh no, because it got mad at me as soon as I left the pad. But never mind. I don't think... Yeah, bigger helicopters are harder. It's hard to explain, but they are difficult. They're like more forgiving in the power department. Like,
That was impressive.
if you need to gain altitude, you can gain altitude pretty quick. If you need to lose altitude, they're quite heavy, so you can lose altitude pretty quick. But they trim really, really weird compared to the little ones. That was actually insane. Everything went perfectly. Oh, okay, never mind. We got an A! Hell yeah, dude. Well, hopefully this means we can fly some cool helicopters and not just the gimbal. That's what the RCP uses? That one? That Airbus 125? Turbine engines provide a better power to weight ratio than piston engines, featuring an increased carry capacity and coping better with hot, humid, and high altitude environments. Oh, so we could do some search and rescue. So we got the Robinson R66, which we can use for agriculture. That'd be such a cool helicopter to have. I'd love to have a Robinson R66. Bell Model 407 and Airbus 125, which is what we were just using now. And then after that, now these are going to be, yeah, these are like 25K. Hook endorsement, which basically lets us hook stuff. Hoist endorsement, which is for search and rescue, basically, which is like a person hoist, which is nuts. And then airline transport pilot license allows you to fly larger helicopters, which require 2 pilots to operate. Obtaining this certification is key to piloting heavy lift and airliner rotorcraft. So the Eurocopter EC-135, which looks awesome. The Sky Crane, which is the one that's right there, and the Huey. Oh, that one's used for a hook as well. Dang, dude. Okay, so what kind of missions can we do now that we have those? That's aircraft. So now we just need to do 6 more rotorcraft missions with C or above, which is nothing, to be honest with you. Like, that's not that hard. Search and rescue, I think, is basically just spotting and maybe landing to pick people up. The hoist is how we get people out of dangerous situations, but we're going to need our hoist endorsement to do that one. Okay, so you want to do hoist endorsement first and then do hook. Oh, you still have to do 10 search and rescue missions. So we need to do, yeah, let's go see what we can do now. Man, I do wonder when we get to do our company. Is it in here? We've done 63 flights. It must be counting training because I haven't done regular flights. 63 is nuts, dude. And okay, well, let's do missions and see if we've got more. Now that we've got more helicopters, we probably should do that one. We should do the flight scene one. Let's see if we have anything here. Oh, we do. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now that we've got bigger helicopters, we do actually have some here in Calgary. Oh, this one's cool. Wait. We fly right over top. Where do we go? From... I don't even know where these places are. One of them is Sundry. Manage flight plan. Huh. You land in Sundry. And you fly right over the city. Oh, that would be a cool one. How long does it take? 1 hour? I don't want to fly that for an hour. Hi, Brett. Doesn't go. Welcome in. Okay, well, that's cool because we do get more. Oh, that's a power line building one. Build a power line. That's insane. We do want this one too, so that we can do these kind of missions. We have to go to Montreal to do this. But once we do it, we can get these kind of missions in Calgary, which will make it easier to earn more money. So earning 25,000 bucks isn't going to be that bad. I'm getting the sense that money in this stage is not going to be too bad. It's probably like when you own a company that the money gets a little more difficult. But we'll see. This one's only 1,500 bucks, but chopper flight scene at Biosphere. Let's go take a look. I do like this little Cabri. This thing is a lot of fun. Thought about getting this for my PS5. Not sure how well it'll work on controller. Is there anybody that plays this game just on controller? I mean, we've been exclusively playing on the joystick and the throttle, but is there anybody that actually does play this on controller? I think it would be good. I mean, it's a very popular game, and I would imagine most people are playing on controller. So the experience must be pretty decent. Now we're playing in like basically full sim mode. And if we're not, somebody should tell me what settings I need to change to get it into even more sim mode, but I would imagine you wouldn't do that.
Okay, on their way.
Oops. At the aircraft. It's hard on controller. There's not as much control over things. Ah, okay. So more assists. So you probably wouldn't be doing it unassisted on controller.
Okay, on their way.
My electrics are on. Holy, she got a crazy car, dude. Why does she want to fly? Oh, it's sightseeing. Never mind. I was like, why does she want to fly? Where she's gonna go? She's got like a Lamborghini, dude. All right, let's try this again.
It's a beautiful day today, isn't it? Ready for flight seeing? Today, you're flying with Natalie for Montreal Discovery Tour. She had the great idea to book a flight to visit the region. Has your passenger fastened her seatbelt? Then
That's not very
you're ready
far.
to depart. Let's fly.
That is not too bad at all. Recenter. Yeah, we could come up with that. Oh, where are we taking off from?
Ground. Cabri Charlie Foxtrot Kilo Golf Romeo. Request taxi for departure to the west with Golf.
That cannot be where we're taking off from.
Kilo Golf Romeo. Taxi to helipad number 1 via taxiway Alpha Tango Alpha. Contact tower on 118.4 when ready.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe that is our helipad. Yeah, it's got to be because we would take off and land from there. So we follow. Yeah. All right. I think we can figure that out. Where are you flying
Taxi
over?
to helipad
You
number
tell
1
me.
via
It's
taxiway
Montreal, apparently.
Alpha Tango Alpha. Cabri Kilo Golf Romeo.
All right. Give this a shot. We'll zoom all the way out there.
Just a heads up. I'm not used to flying, especially on a chopper, so I hope you'll fly as smooth as possible. I'm
I'll
neighborly,
do
by
my
the way.
best. This is Mirabel Airport. I don't know what that means, but if you know, that's sick. My throttle has this catch in a certain spot that's very inconvenient, but only for this helicopter. We gotta stay nice and low. 2 to 8 feet. And then I think we take a left up here? Not this one. Or the next one. Last one. My Xbox Series S is always crashing back to Xbox home screen when I play Microsoft Flight Sim. How do I fix it? My guess is that your storage is too full. That's usually what it is for Xbox, is your storage is too full. You just gotta delete some stuff. The other thing you should do is you should give your Xbox a full restart every once in a while, where you like fully unplug it and restart it from there. This is where we're taking off from? We'll know because we'll get the radio. Get the radio call out for it. Known as the Montreal Metropolitan Airport, or the Met for short. Oh, I've been here. Oh, that's crazy. There we go. Yep. Right spot.
Tower. Cabri Charlie Foxtrot Kilo Golf Romeo ready at helipad 1. Departure to the west.
Cabri Charlie Foxtrot Kilo Golf Romeo. Altimeter 29902 departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff helipad 1.
Cleared for takeoff helipad 1. Cabri Kilo Golf Romeo.
I gotta admit, I'm flying. Incredible.
If the passenger's not wearing her seatbelt, you should push her out. Push her out.
I'm a little scared of heights, but I'll be fine.
This is a bad time to be scared of heights, lady. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're in the wrong situation for being scared of heights. Okay, so we want to be going about 50 knots, I think. Take off in this little guy. I fully unplugged mine and restarted it, but it doesn't turn on. Oh wait, I need to plug it back in for. Yeah, you need to plug it back in first.
Romeo. Continue for west departure.
All right, there we go. Fly to Biosphere. What's the Biosphere? Those of you who live in Montreal.
Continue for west departure.
Near Montreal, know of Montreal. This one's a super detailed city. I think they probably dial in the details a little bit more for near the airport, but that one looks great, dude. The first thing they do is completely shut their Xbox down, then take some kind of air and blow out the crap because there's probably clogged. Yeah, that's true. Oh, crap.
That was a serious bump. Didn't think a sightseeing flight would test my nerves like this.
Sorry about that. Yeah, that's fair play. Sorry about that, lady. I wasn't paying attention to the map. I need that map zoomed out a touch, actually. Little zoomed in. There we go. Try that instead, and we can zoom this in a touch too.
It's crazy how small the Earth feels from up here.
I think I'm not going to get a super good score, but if I keep it relatively clean for the rest, we might be okay. The graphics are amazing. Dude, the graphics in this game look fantastic. I did not realize how good it looked. Here's the outside of the aircraft too. Like it's a good looking game. They've got like a Forza Horizon style intro screen, and it really shows off. Really shows off how good this game looks. Tried to throw your passenger to your lap last turn? I did, accidentally. I've never actually been in Montreal. Like I said, I flew in and out of the airport, but like I don't know where we are right now. This is all new to me. Do they use satellite photos for the scenery? Yeah, so they use, and I think they specifically use Google Maps. If I remember correctly, and then they use like some technology that automatically turns like buildings into physical buildings, so everything's not flat. Like those are actually tall. Adds trees where it thinks there should be trees, stuff like that. Look at this, it's even figured out that this is a lot full of school buses and has made it a lot full of school buses, and it's like 3D and everything. They're not super high res just because like the entire planet is in this game, but it does look very good. And then people always say there's mods for certain areas that really upscale them. So if you're like, you know, if you really want to fly in your hometown or somewhere specific and you want to do your career around there, you could do a mod. You can add a mod that basically makes that specific area, like upscales that specific area, so it looks really good. You wouldn't want to do it for the whole planet because you'd be looking at terabytes worth of like textures and stuff like that.
This view is pretty epic, Captain. I'm out of
but
my
it would be
comfort
pretty
zone,
cool
but
to
I'm
it'd be really cool to do like the place where you live at the very least. I totally crashed in my neighbor's yard looking at my house. I did the same thing. It's it is cool to go see where you live on screen.
Leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Tower, Cabri Charlie Foxtrot Kilo Golf Romeo. Frequency change.
You can zoom this out a little bit more. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so this is the biosphere right here. An altitude of 5,500, so we're gonna go up. Probably a little jerky. Speed of 70 knots, so up a little more, slow down a little bit. There we go. And then we just fly around it. Whatever's right below us right now. Is that the G2? This is the G2. After flying the 125, I realized that I do actually really like the G2.
It's amazing how
on your left there's a casino. Okay, we're landing. We're landing. They're a disc for Microsoft Flight Sim. I would imagine yes. I think it was like a launch title or something, wasn't it? But yeah, there should be a disc. Oh, that might have been 2020. Should be a disc. I don't know if there's one on PlayStation though. She's very excited for Habitat 67. Okay, I'm a little high, so we're gonna go down a little bit. Sparx wanted the viewers to have given it to the passenger. Oh, I didn't think about that. I flew around it on my side. Oh, that was stupid. I usually go around it clockwise because in the 172, your passengers are on the right. Okay, that's my bad. Let me give her the view this time. That's so funny, dude. Okay, so this is the next one. Around Habitat 67. What is this? Slow it down a little bit. What is this place? It looks like a dock. And maybe some sort of like factory? Is this worth touring or? That's the old port. Interesting. Why do they call it Habitat 67? Oh, it's not, it doesn't look like it's rendered, but it looks like there's maybe like a solarium down there.
Over here, check this out. The view is amazing.
Oh my god, no, look at those buildings. Those are sick. Is it like an experimental living thing? Whoa. Never mind. Habitat 67 is something else. I am too low. I'll bring her up a little bit. That's Habitat 67. That's cool. It looks like kind of like an experimental apartment building or something like that. That way too slow, but we lived. So how realistic is this game to the real thing? Is there any actual helicopter pilots that could like weigh in on that? Like, are we actually flying a helicopter or is this still quite gamified? Because we've turned all of the assists off and all of the challenges like wind and all that stuff on actually. There's the Molson factory.
Make this look easy. I think I'd have a hard time
actually
piloting the aircraft and talking to the ground.
For the wiki article on Habitat 67, that's close to what it looks like. That's cool. I am using pedals, yeah. The build for the World Fair of 67. Holy, it's old then. Go to the Olympic Stadium next, which I'm pretty sure we can see from here. Otherwise, we're going to the wrong thing because whatever that is over there looks way cooler. Yeah, we're using rudder pedals and then a throttle. We're using a throttle, not a collective. So we just put it in reverse, but it does a trick. You can see the flight stick is off to the right, so that's true. The flight stick has to be centered. The toilet bowl? You call it the toilet bowl?
So quiet and peaceful up here.
Does it look like a toilet? Let's give a little round, see what's happening. Where'd you get your setup? Oh, dude, I've built it over about 4 years total. Just out of like assorted pieces. Like the rig is Next Level Racing. A lot of the gear is Thrustmaster. We've got some other stuff on here. I've got a couple of stream decks and a loop deck on here. Some Raceline load cell pedals. And it changes often. Like if you like come back to the stream every once in a while, you'll notice that stuff changes and we're basically testing new things. Oh, we're getting like close to this. Okay, we're gonna go down. Oh, they want 600 feet for this one. 600 feet, 70 knots. That looks crazy. I'm probably a little bit too close to that. You try your Stream Deck last night. Oh, Stream Deck is something else. I tried our Steam machine last night. Yeah, Amy and I stayed up super late playing Cyberpunk on the Steam machine last night. It's clean, dude. We got the one with the Steam controller as well. And the D-pad is in a different spot than the Xbox controllers, which throws me off a little bit. But other than that, it's got some really great, like, haptics in it. So it's, like, the vibrations of the controller are really, really clean. And yeah, the Steam machine did great. We used to stream Cyberpunk from this PC over to the bedroom. But what would happen is it would skip all the time, and then sometimes the bitrate would drop and the game would look like crap. And the Steam Machine ran it no problem. 60 FPS. It was like medium high graphics. Yeah, it was a great time. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit more before I make any sort of videos on it, but I was super happy with it so far. I got Cyberpunk recently. Was your recommendation on the order to play it? Was your what do you mean on the? Do you mean with the DLC, like recommendation on the order to play the DLC, or what do you mean? Oops, I gotta connect to airport radio. Give me 1 second.
Tower, Cabri Charlie Foxtrot Kilo.
Recommendation on the order to play it. Okay, so I would do play the whole, not the whole game. Give me 1 second.
Tower, altimeter 2992. Make right downwind, helipad 1.
So basically for Cyberpunk,
Cabri Kilo Golf
we got a
Romeo. Wind 259
long way back. Hold on.
Clear to land,
Gotta yap
helipad
at me
1.
for a little bit. Yeah, so basically I would play the game until you finish all of the main companion storylines. So without spoilers, finish Judy's storyline, finish River's storyline, obviously finish like Jackie's and basically all of the people. Finish all of the people storyline, finish all of the yellow missions, if that'll make sense a little bit later. Oh, sorry, don't finish all the yellow missions. Basically do everything up to, there's a mission called, it's like Nocturne Opus or something like that. And the description is meet Hanako at Embers. Stop then. This lady did. Oh, it's because that's on me, actually.
Cabri Kilo Golf Romeo.
Play it until the mission says meet Hanako at Embers. And then you gotta do two things. You gotta go watch the anime, the Cyberpunk anime. It's only like 10 hours long. It's super fast. Gut-wrenching. Watch it. And then play the DLC. The, I can't remember what it's called. Phantom Liberty DLC. And then finish the game. Meet Hanako at Embers is the last mission. It will warn you before you do it. It'll say this is a point of no return. And then you can do it. But yeah, get up to that point. Watch the anime, play the DLC, and then go ahead and finish the game. And that's apparently the best order to play it in. I'm a pilot in real life. If you love your channel, keep going. And I love anime. No way, Stanley. Thanks so much. I'm not a huge anime guy, but I've watched a few of them. I watched a few that were pretty good. We're specifically talking about Cyberpunk just because there's an anime that goes along with the game, and it's incredible, but it's way better once you've played the game. What mods are these for Farm Sim? All of them. Every mod hooked up, apparently. Yeah, this one's got a weird pattern, so we'll see. You're an RAF pilot? That's sick. What is that? The UK? That's cool, dude. What do you fly?
Habitat 67, the complex is made of 354 prefabricated.
I was actually curious, I'm not gonna lie.
To create 146 unique homes, and every residence has its own private garden terrace, with each terrace sitting on the roof of the unit below.
That's sick. I like that. Spirit, thank you for the 250 bits. That place looks cool. If I ever come to Montreal, I'm going to check that out. Okay, this airport has a weird pattern. Eurofighter. You'll have to excuse me for not believing you, because that's a crazy claim. You actually a Eurofighter pilot? Were you up just the other day for that whole air show thing going on? I was catching Eurofighters on Skycards like crazy, dude. This is the sprayer add-on, right? Actually, that is in the game. So, jokes aside, for Farming Sim, the sprayer is something you can do in this game. It goes on the Robinson 66, R66, and then you can spray crops. It's a very advanced mission. Like, I do think you have to get quite far into the helicopter campaign before you can do it. I mean, you might be able to free play them too, but in the campaign, I think you have to get pretty far in there. We fly left of the, it's weird that we cross the runway, but fly left of the taxi lane here. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. If we keep working through these helicopter missions, we will actually get to the point where we can do spraying missions though. This one is the first sightseeing mission I've done in a helicopter. These ones I've done in a plane before. They're pretty straightforward. Really, just managing the airport is the toughest part, but really not too bad, actually. Taking an A350 to Dubai to Oslo today on VATSIM. So watching this while setting up my flight. Dude, are you like in real time? Well, it's VATSIM, so you must be doing a real-time flight. Dubai to Oslo. Was that 7 hours? 6 hours? That's sick, dude. Saw that last year when I was driving out to Alberta. It was wild. Those guys flew incredibly low. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, they do it with air tractors out here, which is a plane. And then I've seen there's a lot of R44s. I don't know if they're using the R44s for that, but I have seen a couple of R66s that I'm quite certain were spraying. It'd be a really cool job. That like literally makes me want to get my pilot's license, dude. On a left pull here. Hold on. No, I don't. Yeah, I do know what VATSIM is. You're 100% correct. That's definitely the most well-known and well-established RP thing. Okay, and then we go along this taxi line here, and now I know where we are. Where our altitudes are supposed to be. I don't think we have it in. I don't think it's plugged in at the moment. Sometimes the altitudes are plugged in and sometimes not. There is another aircraft there. Or is there? What's going on here? Oh no, we go one more over. Never mind. Also, helicopters are the hardest plane I've ever driven for training. Yeah, dude, so I like helicopters more, and I've spent a lot more time playing like arcade helicopter games and having a great time. So when I started playing this game, I was like, oh, I kind of have helicopters figured out. It's gonna be planes that I'll struggle with, but you have to do the planes before you can do the helicopters. What is going on here? My rudder pedals aren't working for some reason. I cannot use my rudders. Did we damage something? Gonna make sure those are set up. I've been using them this whole time, so I don't know where they'd have gone. Flight control surfaces. Not gonna be trim. Primary control surfaces. Make sure they're working. They're not working. Oh no, they're working. Huh? That's vortex ring state? Is that what's happening? Oh, crap. How do we get out of it? We move sideways, right? Oh, shoot. Okay. We just have to move, right? Okay. How the heck do I avoid doing that? I don't want to do that again. That's the first time I've ever experienced that. Okay, how do we avoid vortex ring state? We got out of it okay, which was good. Okay. Yeah, lift and drive. Basically staying in one spot. You'll fall into your own downwash from the blades. Okay. Until we have ground effect, right? So does ground effect negate the possibility of vortex ring?
26.4. Cabri Kilo Golf Romeo.
I'm trying to type and fail at flying at the same time. Or talk. Jesus.
Kilo Golf Romeo. Request taxi to park.
Back to reality, folks. Did you enjoy the
Cadbury
flight?
Charlie
Natalie,
Foxtrot
are
Kilo
you
Golf
ready to
Romeo.
book another one?
Taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Tango Alpha.
Taxiing to general aviation.
Not sure
parking
about. I'm trained on fixed wing, so I just know the basics of it. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more. Because the game just very briefly talks about it, but I would imagine when you do this in real life, you do a lot more like classroom work and actually learning about the aircraft, not just like some guy talks to you for 5 minutes and tells you what's going on. But imagine you do a little bit more before you get to this part. This is like 2 hours of what are we? Or 3 hours. We're 3.5 hours into flying helicopters. I don't think we would be doing this 3.5 hours into flying helicopters. I doubt we would even be touching a helicopter at this point. Okay. You're doing a 10-hour sim flight today? That's crazy. No, I'm sure they just you just show up. They tie the keys and say, "I'm your co-pilot, let go." They take the keys? I hope not. They shouldn't do that with me. Toss the keys. I gotcha. They have keys? Start a helicopter with keys?
I can see
We
why
lived!
the client is happy.
That's pretty good.
Offered her a fantastic
I don't know, let's see. You guys see
Definitely
keys
something
anywhere?
to repeat.
I think that does. Fuel valve. Don't touch that. I think these are breakers. Huh. Cool. Oh, I guess I should turn it off. That Kelly? Kelly from Roadcraft? Yeah. Doesn't really look like her, does it? I'm gonna go with no. I think I saw him go a little bit to the left. What? He told me to go left? I think he is still guiding me. I might have messed up. Unless that means shut the engine off. I don't know. What do you think that means? I saw the keys go to the left. Really? Did you? You're making that up. There's no keys. Right there. Stop. You see keys? I did put on the handbrake. We're good. That guy's still trying to direct me. That was pretty good. What is that one? Sightseeing quality. Yeah, I kind of messed up because I put her on the wrong side of the aircraft. So that's a little bit on me. That means move up. Well, I don't want to go up. I landed. I want to stay on the ground. Also, I like that the passenger has to stay in the helicopter while I pose with the aircraft. That's kind of sick, dude. Okay. Oh, one more. One more will be leveled up. Reach B reputation or more to unlock special missions. I wonder if that is to get our company. That would be pretty cool. Game is Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, we gotta go one more. So for helicopter specialization, for search and rescue, so we gotta do a bunch more missions. I mean, I could get my... Oh, no, I can't. No, I have my turbine engine rating, so I just have to do a few more missions. That's not so bad. So that was the one we needed to unlock that mission type now. Yeah, now look how many different mission types we could do. So I think those are all of our mission type unlocks, because these are future ones. Private transfer VIP. Wow, that's crazy. Passenger transport, cargo transport, firefighting? No way. Oh, that was gonna be cool, dude. I think that's helicopter. Oh no, that is with a plane. Oh my God, really? Aerial construction? Aerial construction actually happens in like, wow. In like Washington, not terribly far from here. And then transport hook in Alaska. That's nuts, dude. What's this one? Agriculture spray service in Marathon. Where's Marathon? Michigan? That's cool, dude. Okay, so now do we have more in Calgary now? So I want to do helicopter stuff, but this is mostly planes. Oh, there we go. Someone pays like an insane amount, $10,000 for that? Why is it so insanely expensive? Holy, there's missions in Lethbridge, dude. Oh, they're little helicopter missions in Lethbridge. That's kind of sick. What else do we have? That one seems like the good one. Passenger transport to Sundre. Fly right over Calgary. These are moving some planes. Those are kind of fun. But we need helicopter missions in order to rank that up. So we don't really have a lot of options. We're pretty much going from here to Sundre. It's like Vulcan to Sundre or something like that. Okay. I haven't crashed yet. Well, I crashed on purpose once, actually. We tried to do a barrel roll in a Cabri. And fun fact, the Cabri can't do a barrel roll. It just inverts upside down and then explodes. So don't try that, actually. Dude, that one's like big money. What the heck? A big aircraft as well. I think it's an H-125. Should I barrel roll in this one? I think this one's less likely to do a barrel roll, to be honest with you. I don't think they can recover from that. I think you could probably do like a loop. But I don't think you could do a barrel roll just because there's like, I don't know how the helicopter could possibly recover from that. Like the physics stopped working. You kind of get the, the inertia when you're doing a loop to recover, but I don't think there's anything helping you when you're mid barrel roll. Yeah, the momentum, exactly. Pull that off. Those look so goofy, by the way. Man, this game looks so good, dude. And I like that you can open stuff like this. Like you can actually look in here and look at the engine. Close that. You can open this one. Transmission cowling. That's cool too. Cargo. Dang, not a lot of room for cargo, hey? Guys, it's Stripes. All right, we are flying over Calgary. I should probably take off the static port. That thing. I know, wildfires would be so sick, dude. Okay, you can put a body in there. I actually don't think you could. I don't think that's actually possible. Ooh. Try and turn it on, or we good?
This is flight CAA 6112 parking 5. We are ready to begin passenger boarding. Received, Captain. We're proceeding. Fly safe.
And they got a bodyguard. This is a big money transport, dude. No wonder they're paying 10 grand.
Hey, Captain.
Currently working as a wildlife firefighter in Manitoba, second year, absolutely loving it. Like flight or on the ground. Dude, that's awesome. We need more wildland firefighters, that's for sure. When do you get search and rescue? When we get 5 more helicopter flights. So what I might do after this is head to Lethbridge and just knock out a bunch of super short runs, helicopter runs. And we just have to, I think we just have to get over a C grade, which is super easy. If you live, you get above C. So, yeah, we might head to Lethbridge and just knock out like 4 of them. I guess this will count as 1.
Guests,
and then we could just knock out the rest.
And are expected to be in the air soon. Thank you for your attention.
All right, what are we looking at here? We are taking off from the runway this time. And then we fly over to Calgary. Right over top of Calgary. This one's basically going to be a sightseeing mission, dude. That is awesome. We're going to be going like right past downtown. I wonder how high we're allowed to fly, because if we're allowed to go nice and low, this is going to be a really cool flight. Zoom in a little bit so we can get this right. Get these maneuvers figured out. Someone who lives below Manitoba, thank you for helping me breathe properly. You've got fans over here, Bubs. Okay. Make sure everything works okay. I probably should have tested that before I turned it on. You know how it goes. Okay. Stop before hold short line. So where is our runway? Easy enough. We're actually taking off into the wind. Actually, there's like no wind. I was gonna say we're taking off into the wind, but there isn't any. All right. Okay, so this is the 125. So this one's a little bit harder than our little gimbal, but see what we can do. See if we can keep it controlled. Meanwhile, is Saskatchewan in a state of emergency for flooding? Really? Well, it's either it's always something around here. It's either fires or flooding or, well, those are your two options, to be honest with you. Going a little bit fast. Now this one should move a lot faster than the Calgary, so we should be able to get over top of Calgary real quick. But we'll see. We're kind of far at the moment. Or both. It can be both. It has actually been both in previous years where we have had flooding and fires at the same time, which you think would help cancel each other out, but they don't. Stop before the hold short line. Some of the airports, and it's kind of understandable because there's thousands of airports in the world. Some of the missions generated on smaller airports like this are a little bit jank. Like, I gotta stop before the hold short line there, but like, it's kind of a weird spot. Like, typically I'd probably stop right here on this side, but I actually have to like cross over. You're getting airstick. Hey, listen, I'm actually very smooth at the moment. Look at this. I'm killing it right now. I think we actually have to stop on this side. Or hold short. Need a better button for that. Just tell the keyboard.
Charlie Victor Lima 2 traffic. Airbus helicopter Charlie Foxtrot Golf Zulu Delta. Taking off runway 21. Departure to north. Charlie Victor Lima 2. Guests, this is your captain. Thank you for choosing to travel with us. I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your journey to Sundra.
Yeah. We can climb super quick. Oh, we don't have to go that far up at all. That's 3,600 right there. Okay. Oh, why isn't it calling it though? Oh, okay. Time to 5,100. We actually have to fly relatively smooth because our passengers will throw up otherwise. Are you just mentioning what? What are you talking about?
Phone calls during the flight. Just let me know if I'm getting on your nerves.
Microsoft Flight Sim, you got it. First, did you see Power World 1.0 got released last night? They added 74 new pals. Yeah, and they recommend you start over too. Amy and I, big fans of Power World. And we haven't played in a while, but I think we'll probably get into that. Okay, let's get up to height first.
Yeah,
We'll see if we can trim this real nice.
Just took off. They're waiting for me there. I'll call you as soon as I'm done. But it might be
How are people taking so many phone calls in the helicopter, dude?
I don't have it. Thanks. Appreciate it.
This is like a regular problem with passengers is they're all taking phone calls in the helicopter. I guess it's airplane mode, not helicopter mode. That's a good point. Tried to reload my save, but it was lost, so I started a new save. Yeah, it was recommended that we just start new saves for Power World anyways, so probably do that. I think they've added more maps, so I'm assuming that's like the big tree, which I don't think was in the game before. I think that'll be pretty cool. Okay. Now let's trim forward just a touch. is a little bit windy. An helicopter is super weird.
How are you?
Oh my God, she's on the phone again.
Up for lunch tomorrow? Yes.
Up for lunch tomorrow. You're
Yes.
just texts.
Great.
You couldn't even, okay, you couldn't even talk on the phone in a helicopter.
Can't wait.
They're not exactly quiet. That big tree, yeah, the big tree was there. You just weren't able to actually do anything with it. Try to trim this out so it itself a little more steady. That's fine. Her voice sounds like the TTS girl. It probably is. So the voices in this game are all TTS basically. They didn't record for all of the possible things in this game. It just is entirely TTS. Oh my God, how long is this flight? I think we might be skipping, chat. Because that is a little nuts. 42 minutes? A 42-minute flight? I mean, that's not bad in real life, but
Hey,
like...
Mom, I'm in the middle of a flight. Mom.
That's probably a lot for...
I'm 34. I know how to cook a meal. You really want to know
That's
what I
probably
ate?
a lot for on stream. I think we
Mom,
could
I
probably
gotta
skip
go.
that.
I'm gonna go
Gary and
somewhere.
Ethan, thank you for the
Not
follows
in a
on TikTok. I appreciate that.
Okay.
You can speed up the sim rate. Okay, let's figure that out because I actually do still want to fly over Calgary. So let's bind our sim rate. What's the best? I don't want to accidentally bump that. So if we do, we'll put this on the TQS. That will be maybe developer mode. No. Tools? Well, it could be. No. We just search. Sim. Is it really just sim rate or is it simulation rate? Decrease sim rate. Okay, here we go. Increase sim rate. I'm gonna do the Alt R. Select sim rate. Use plus and minus actions to change. I'm gonna do the KSP one. Increase and decrease, and we'll hope those actually aren't existing controls. Okay, let's try this increase sim rate and see if we crash in the process. Guess I need some pedal on there. Okay, so increase sim rate. It becomes absolutely sickening without without autopilot.
Hey, darling. Yes, I'm on the flight now. Yeah. I'll be home in a week. Say hello to everyone, okay?
Okay,
Bye.
so careful with that.
Hey there. I'm great.
Be a little bit careful with that.
Leaving now. Thanks for the private chauffeur.
I'm gonna throw this lady out of the helicopter if she can't get off her phone, though.
I'm on a plane. Hi, sir. Jennifer on the phone.
She does all of her phone calls.
It's a bit noisy, but can you hear me? Yes. Hello? Yes, can you? Damn.
Oh my
I'll
God.
call you back. Okay.
She did say she's on an airplane, but I don't think she's the type to know. It's fine. It's it. Holy dude. Is Calgary yet? I think we're in Calgary. We're in slow motion. Now we're in slow motion. How do you reset it? Also, how do you know what sim rate you have selected? Does that feel right? Does that feel right or does that feel fast? That feels a little too fat. How do you know, dude? Hold on. There's got to be a button to reset it. Keyboard search simrate. Simrate. Alt R. It just says simrate. Tells you to simrate on the exterior view under the map in the top right corner. Top left corner. In the exterior view. Okay, so this is regular rate. All right, we're good. Thank you. That's perfect. That's a good way to know. Okay, now we're actually flying over Calgary in regular speed. Is our altitude something insane? Yeah, actually it is. We're way too high up. Really hard to keep the whole sim rate thing under control when you're flying manually. I don't even know if this has autopilot. I also don't know how to use it, so it's not terribly helpful. Yeah, I'm probably not going to mess around with that stuff. Hoist. Oh, there's stuff for the hoists. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that. Some crazy sounds happening in game, though. I thought it was... It's so crazy, I thought it was happening in real life. Tells you... Oh, yeah, left corner. No worries. You're all good. You're all good. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing back under control. Losing altitude really quickly. What do you do in this game? So now there's actually like a career mode instead of just flying for the sake of flying. There actually is a career mode now, which is what we're working on, and it's really good. Man, this is so crazy to actually see. That's cool, dude. Probably will end up skipping to landing or skipping to descent here. But I figured we'd fly over the city and see what it's like. Now, do we still get our money and our XP if we do this? If we skip? We're gonna try it. Okay, so this is gonna be the first time I've ever actually skipped time. You know, Alt N. We have to recalibrate the controls when we do that, which is a little crazy, but okay. Hovering? We are hovering. That's weird. Okay, there we go. So we're landing. It looks like we're actually landing at the back of the airstrip. That's weird. We'll see as we get a little closer. Okay, let's get into pattern here. Let's see if we can do this properly. Mr. Blue, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Weird when you gotta take like airplane patterns to land in a helicopter. I honestly just assumed helicopters could just go in straight lines wherever they wanted. I mean, it makes sense that they have to accommodate other traffic. It's just like, surprised how often they're kind of forced to act like airplanes despite having the ability to just take off and land wherever they want. But it probably makes sense for safety at the end of the day. If you cut power to the rotors, you'll descend faster. That's probably true. Actually, it might not even be true. Might be able to descend just as fast with them turned on and just having the collective all the way down. Okay, I'm not really worried about descending quickly. We're going for smooth here. This lady's gonna pay us 10 grand if we get her here safely, so that's what we're going for. I also do not know any of the heights we're supposed to be at. Oh, this one actually has altitudes. Oh, wait, what? That's nice. Okay. We should be at 40. Oh, yeah, we should be way down, actually. 41. About there. We go 41. Oh, it resets that when I put that away. 41, 39, 37. Remember that. 41. Did they teach you to auto rotate? No, I'm familiar with the concept of auto rotation, but they didn't teach us that in the game.
This is the worst turbulence ever.
Not the worst turbulence ever. We're just turning, lady. Get down. About there. I guess I probably could be a little more clean about it.
Charlie Foxtrot, November 7 traffic. Airbus helicopter, Charlie Foxtrot.
I don't know if you can have the type of emergencies though, where like knowing how to auto rotate is even important. After the hold short line, okay. Oh, we've done it again. We've done it again. Man, that is really hard to avoid. That is something I really have to work on, but I genuinely do not know how it starts and how it, like, basically how it happens. I think we're basically just like moving too slow, right? Probably a little bit fast. No, my pedals aren't working again. Oh, there they go. What the heck? Why does that keep happening where my pedals don't work? Okay, I've got some sort of like control issue, I think. I don't think we're actually getting ourselves into that much. Yeah, they're not working again. Oh, there they go. That is so weird. So something is happening where the pedals... There they go again. And then they just fix. Yeah, I probably have to restart everything. And they're broken again. Oh, and they're fixed again. And they're broken again. I don't know what's causing that, dude. And also, I can't talk on the radio anymore. I think I've got some sort of USB issue, maybe. Okay, let's just put it on the ground real quick. Yeah, I cannot talk to, I can't talk on the radio. Okay, we're just gonna go Alt-N and skip to shutdown.
I'm really in a hurry, so I appreciate you getting us here safe and on time.
There we go. I don't know what the heck happened. That was super strange. I'm gonna have to get in there and figure out what's interfering or what happened. Mr. Blue, thank you for the follow. Code Brown here in the back. Sorry about that. Everything stopped working. Unless it's like something that's supposed to happen. Like, I don't know if there's failures that can happen in the game. Oh, they had us like stop right here. That's wild. Oh yeah, there it goes. It's locked out again. Everything else works, but our pedals are... It's got to be like this device Disconnecting maybe. Oh, now I can't. Now I can't actually test it. Okay, well, it's kind of impossible to play this if we can't use the pedals. Passenger satisfaction 21%. That's valid, honestly. After all of that. Oh, we almost got an A. Got a little bit of a no skip bonus. Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened. It started right after I started changing the sim rate. I think it might have come loose or something. Oh, we didn't get paid as much, but that's all right. Did good though. We now have reputation B. Special mission is accessible. Okay. So is that for our company? No, what does that mean? Okay, hold on. Subcontractors will now rely on skilled individuals like you. Keep an eye on the world map for new opportunities. Special mission icons will sometimes show up when contractors have a new mission for you. And what does that mean? So these are like training ones, I think. But how would we find these? Okay, maybe we just keep an eye on it. Bryant looks like a creep. Who's Bryant? What? Not me. My character looks kind of weird. My character looks like the CEO of NVIDIA somehow, and I think it's because I accidentally dressed him exactly like the CEO of NVIDIA, which is a little bit weird. Chat, thank you guys so much. I enjoyed doing kind of a long stream with something else. This is a lot of fun. Have a good night. Enjoy that stream. I'll see you guys over there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.